2 days, one accuser, a $5.5 million civil demand, a 14-day delayed police report, video of the alleged victim partying with the defendant's crew after the so-called assault, and a dried up hot dog that may have just changed everything. It's Commonwealth versus Stefon Diggs. Two lawyers of the defense type, one verdict. Let's break it down. Hello and welcome to Defense Diaries. I'm your host, Bob Mata, and as always, I am joined by my beautiful and brilliant co-host, Allie. What up, girl?
Hey, babe. Hey, all. I have to say, what the hell do you mean a dried up hot dog?
Time will tell. Time will tell. So, if you're not on X, you didn't see the tweet this morning or whatever you call it over there now. Allie knows nothing about this case.
I know that you told me the defendant was married to Cardi B.
He's married. He's the baby daddy at the very least.
Okay.
I don't know if they were actually hitched. Let us know in the chat. I don't know if him and Cardi B were like official like that, but she's definitely baby mama. He's baby daddy, and they were definitely together for a hot minute.
Yeah.
It's a crazy case.
So I get out of the shower and I'm like, hey, babe, should we because I saw him working on getting the live set up. Should we not, write the outcome in the description for all those people who don't know? He's like, everybody knows. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't get on X or YouTube this morning, and I haven't been on either since we left for New Orleans. But he told me, he's like, all right, but you can't look at the
yeah,
thumbnail.
and if y'all have been under a rock, Allie and I have been MIA for, I think this will officially be 6 days because our last live was on last Thursday. We did our annual pilgrimage down to Jazz Fest in New Orleans. It was amazing and exhausting, all that shit. It was, if you've never been down to Jazz Fest, number one, it's not jazz. Like I always laugh hysterically. We're like, oh yeah, we're going to Jazz Fest. People are like, oh yeah, you like jazz? I'm like, yeah. I mean, I like jazz, but that's not what Jazz Fest is. It's a massive music festival that's just got huge amount of bands, all the greatest musicians from around the world, just all congregate in New Orleans. And the late night shit is where it's at down there,
which is primarily funk.
A lot of funk, but there's a ton of stuff. But the late night stuff where I'm talking, the show won't even start until 2 a.m. and then typically goes to between 4 and 5 a.m. So we're rolling in. So our nights and days were flipped for 2 days. Allie was right when I was talking shit about going live Tuesday when we got back. There was not a chance that was happening. We had a 7 a.m. flight. We had played through. We were exhausted when we got home, and we slept. And then we got up. I don't know what we did. And then quickly probably ate, fell back asleep, pretty much slept until, I don't know, noon or 1 yesterday. Had to get up, Scout had a game. And now we're back. I'm somewhat refreshed.
I'm refreshed.
All right, good. So what we're going to do, we're going to watch this damn thing, and we're going to do it quickly. Obviously, I'm skipping any kind of initial jury instructions. We're going to get right into the openings. I'm going to be playing at 1.25. I know it's a short trial. I don't anticipate finishing it today. We will finish it tomorrow. I still got to wrap up with Zach Adams. I think we have the rebuttal case and then closings and then that'll be done, because I'm anticipating that the ruling in that case, the order is going to be coming down any day. I mean, the judge is late on that. So we're going to do that. I know I have updates that are due on Aaron Spencer. I know that when we were in New Orleans, the court went very, very well for Aaron and Aaron Casanelli and Michael, his attorneys down there.
Well,
so that was a great day. Yeah, it was a good.
Nothing. So
yeah, Allie's been out of it. Allie's been out of it. I
I'm
mean,
like, why are you on X? Get off X.
yeah, it's
I'm
like
working.
I gotta work. I gotta work. Allie's, she's just ain't having it. So, all right. So you guys let me know. I know Mel covered this. Is the Law and Crime stream probably the best in terms of sound? Because we're always most concerned about sound. So, or I don't know if Boston 10 covered it or Boston 25. But let us know in the chat exactly which of the sound from which coverage was the best, because that's the one that I want to use.
Tracy said Law and Crime, and then we got some more people saying yes, Law and Crime.
Okay. All right. So that's what we'll use. That is what, yeah, it's going to be fun with Allie. It's going to be fun with Allie. I mean, she tells me she doesn't know the verdict.
I didn't even know a case existed.
Do you know about the dried up hot dogs though?
Well, you just said it. No, that sounds disgusting though.
Well, you're not a hot dog girl, so but yeah.
I mean, I'd eat a hot dog, but not like some dry. It just sounds disgusting. That's all I can.
All right. Hold on. Let me see here. Okay. Boom. Let me pull it up here. All right. So this looks to be day one. All right. So I'm gonna fast forward through.
Somebody says I think the entire first day can be done in 2 hours.
Oh yeah.
We'll see.
Okay. So let's see here. All right. I'm gonna pull it up. Boost the sound.
While you're doing that, all I can say is Bob gave me the background of it was either a former NFL player or some kind of NFL player. Again, that someone alleged assault and that he was married or whatever, had a baby with Cardi B. So
not married. People in the chat said they were not
baby father or whatever relationship with Cardi B. So my initial thought is, a football player is this some kind of post-concussion syndrome thing. Those are all the thoughts I've had thus far.
Oh yeah, so you immediately went to guilty. All right.
That's weird. That's weird.
But I heard in the cold opening there was a civil case. So can you tell me anything about that? Was that over? Is that pending? Is that
I think we're gonna learn about that. I think we're gonna learn about that in the tasty little trial here. So don't all right, let's see. Okay, all right, let's throw up this particular asset. This is why we made this one, babe. This overlay. Boop. See that? Oh yeah.
Overlay?
Oh yeah. The one that's
the width that on the other side.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So I'm gonna see where we're at here. I'm excited to start this bad.
So what's the defendant's name?
Stefon Diggs. He's a former very high quality receiver is his position in the NFL. He's been playing for I think 10, 11 years. He used to play for, most recently with the Patriots of New England. I remember him from the days with the Minnesota Vikings because obviously I'm a Bears fan. Dude was on a rival team, and he's that deep threat guy. He's that guy that goes for deep balls. He'll take some underneath stuff. He's a good receiver, though. He's a good, and I believe that he played with the Bills for a hot minute too, right? So I think it was the Vikes, the Bills, and the Pats. He played for those three teams. So, all right, let's see what we got here.
Good morning. I am Judge Carroll. Thank you for being here today. As you have heard, we are about to choose a jury for a criminal trial.
Okay, we're going to skip
the defendant, Stefon Diggs, has pleaded not guilty to the charges of strangulation and assault and battery. To assist you in planning the
okay, skippage. There we go. All right, let's see where we're at here.
Do we need to address those at this time, or are we ready to bring in the jury and proceed with openings?
Let's go.
Proceed with openings, I think.
Okay, let's do that.
To give you some.
All right, bam. It's on.
Good morning. My name is Drew Virtue. I introduced myself earlier when we had a large group, and now
tuck in, buddy.
I will reintroduce myself again. To give you some room to stand on here of parties and what they're doing.
All right.
My name is Drew Virtue. I'm the prosecutor, meaning I'm going to.
Right from the get, this dude's got a really, really unfortunate
step up his
haircut. I mean, I'm not going to even fuck with the suit. and you know, the gut and the tucking the shirt in shit. That hair, dude. When you've got male pattern baldness like that, you gotta, it's close crop shit time. Like you go tight on the sides and back. That looks absurd. I can't take him seriously because of the hair. When I lose all my shit up top, girl, if you let me do that, there's going to be a real problem. You got to, babe, you got to be like, yo, I love you.
I'll love whatever you do.
No, if I do that, you're not allowed to love it.
Okay.
Do not love it. You got to be, look, you remember that shit you were talking about, that prosecutor and that Stefon Diggs thing? Well, you look like him.
What state are we in, by the way?
Massachusetts. Dedham, baby. Yes.
We're in Dedham?
I think so. It's the state that just keeps on giving. It keeps on giving. And, you know, I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Be presenting
all right, let's get back to it.
My name is Drew Virtue. I introduced myself earlier when we had a larger group, and now that it's a smaller group, I just want to reintroduce myself again. To give you some room to stand on here of parties and what they're doing. My name is Drew Virtue. I'm the prosecutor, meaning I'm going to be presenting evidence supporting the defendant's guilt. Defense counsel will be representing their client. We'll have the clerk here, whose job it is to create a complete record of this case, both for the recording as well as writing things down when need be. The court officers who are up and about are here to make this.
Get to it, buddy.
It's the idea that it's your job, it's your exclusive job, your special job to determine the facts at stake that we're talking about, what actually happened. And this is concerning what happened on December 2nd of 2025. Now, you're going to have an opportunity to hear from some witnesses. You're going to have an opportunity to hear from Miss Mila Adams. She'll tell you about her career as a private chef. She'll tell you how she came to know the defendant, about how she came to be working as a chef for him. She'll tell you about her experience working for Mr. Diggs. I expect she'll tell you about a disagreement she had with some members of his staff.
Okay, mute your shit while the guy's barking. The guy missed us, I'll tell you that. 6 days, long time to be away from the guy and the kids, obviously. But the guy, you know, he needs a walk. That's what's going on with him. That's, you know, I mean, he needs a walk. I was so busy trying to set shit up, I didn't get him out this morning. So it's really my fault. All right, sorry.
And then I expect that she'll tell you about what happened on December 2nd. And I remind you, it's your job here today to determine what happened on December 2nd. I expect Ms. Mila Adams, when she takes that stand, she'll tell you how she was texting with the defendant, her boss, Mr. Diggs. That on that text, they started arguing, they started name calling. I expect she'll tell you how she was in her bedroom at his house, how he entered her bedroom, walked up to her, and slapped her. I expect she's going to tell you how he put her in a headlock, the difficulty she had breathing, that he threw her on the bed, and then he left. I expect she's going to tell you then how that affected her, what she did after her, how she continued working for him afterwards, how she had a dispute with him over a payment, how his staff told her that she needed to sign a non-disclosure agreement to get paid. I expect she'll tell you that it wasn't until after this incident on December 2nd that anyone talked to her about a non-disclosure agreement. I expect for her to tell you how she eventually left that job as a chef, Mr. Diggs, and how she eventually reported what happened to her to the police. You also have an opportunity to hear from an officer from the Dedham Police, one Kenneth Ellis. He'll tell you about his training that he undertook in order to become an officer and how on December the 16th, Ms. Mila Adams came to the Dedham.
Yeah, we'll be skipping his training. That's one of the great things about rewatching a trial. All the shit that we don't want to watch, like his training and experience, whoop, go right by it. Skippage, we're not going to watch it. So I'm excited about, I've been so bad about reminding you all to like, share, and subscribe. Please do that. I think we're 40 away from 68,000. So we're $2,000 away from 70,000. Help spread the love. We think we're a pretty good channel. We think we put some pretty good content out there. We think we educate a bit. We think we make you laugh a bit. You're not going to get this dynamic anywhere else because like that chick over there on the other camera, She's the shit, you know. And
all right. Get back to
whatever.
Police station to talk to the police. He'll be able to tell you a bit about that encounter, what he saw, a little bit about that conversation, and ultimately how he chose to, how charges were filed against Mr. Diggs. Now, in this case, Mr. Diggs has no obligation to call any witnesses. He may choose not to call any witnesses, and you cannot hold that against him. But in the event that he does call witnesses, I ask that you give his witnesses the same care, the same attention, and the same scrutiny that you give to the Commonwealth's witnesses. It's part of your job as jurors, as the master of the facts, to listen to every witness, to pay attention, and to assess their credibility. In doing so, I ask that you keep two things in mind.
Tell me about the hot dog.
One, what the witness had an opportunity to see or not to see. Whether the witness had an actual opportunity to witness the crime or just saw things in and around it. And two, what sort of financial relationship each witness had to Mr. Diggs. I imagine the defense may argue that Ms. Adams' financial dispute with Mr. Diggs is an important part of this case, and I'd say it is an important part of this case. But just in the same way that her financial relationship to Mr. Diggs is important, so is all the witnesses' financial relationship to Mr. Diggs. Now, at the conclusion of evidence, I'll have an opportunity to come back to you again. During that time, closing arguments, I'll ask you to come to a decision based on the evidence you heard. But right now, what I'm asking you is to not come to any decisions.
Thank you, sir.
Right now, your main job is to listen. It's to pay attention, to give every bit of evidence the attention and the scrutiny it deserves. And when I say every bit of evidence, I do mean every bit of evidence, because in cases like this, every bit of evidence is important. Thank you.
Wow.
Counsel, get it open.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Good afternoon, again, ladies and gentlemen. The assault the Commonwealth just described in their opening statement in only a few sentences. It never happened. It did not happen. There was no strangulation. There was no assault. There was no incident on December 2nd or any other day. There were 6 people in Mr. Diggs' home on December 2nd, and not one heard or saw anything out of the ordinary. The Commonwealth has no physical evidence. There are no medical records. There are no photos or videos showing any injuries. There are videos showing no injuries at all. Pay attention to where those came from. On December 16th, as the Commonwealth just said, Ms. Adams went to the police, and you will learn that after that, the very day the complaint issued in this case, December 29th, demands for money from Mr. Diggs began coming from Ms. Adams' agents, starting the end of December on the 29th with over $19,000, and then most recent being a sum for quite a bit more. My name, again, is Andrew Kettlewell, and with my partner, Ms. Silva, we represent Stefon Diggs, who I'm actually going to ask him to stand up for a moment. Mr. Diggs is a 33-year-old professional football player and businessman. He played for the New England Patriots last year. He's from Maryland. He's joined here with his mother. Thank you. Now
that is a well-tailored suit.
You know, I was thinking the exact same thing as soon as the screen came on. Like when you were talking about the I love due process overlay, I was looking at that suit. It's a nice suit.
Shit's tight.
It's tight.
Shit's tight.
You're going to learn, ladies and gentlemen, that December 2nd, 2025 was a day like any other for Stefon Diggs. He was in a good mood. The Patriots had played the night before. They'd won. He played well. He was going to head into work on December 2nd, just like any other day after a game, for treatment, film review, team meetings. And that night, on December 2nd, 2025, he and his closest friends were scheduled to fly to Miami, Florida. That was for the 1 week off he had during the season, the 1 week of vacation. It's called a bye week. During that day, after he went to work, friends began arriving at his house, folks who were also joining him on the trip to Miami. There were other people in his house. One of those people who I expect you're going to hear from is his assistant, Janelle Salas. You'll hear people refer to her as Sonny. You're going to hear from Miss Salas that for the entire afternoon, she was in Mr. Diggs' home in Dedham on Schoolmaster Street, sitting in the kind of main area, living room, kitchen area, watching people come and go. And she was getting things ready for the trip that night. Miss Adams, you're going to hear, was also in that house. She lived and worked in that house as Mr. Diggs' chef for the regular season. And that was from July 2025 to December 2025. That morning, Miss Adams was not happy. Instead, she was quietly seething about being left off that trip to Miami. I mentioned they were going to Miami that night and that Mr. Diggs is a businessman. In Miami, you're going to hear that there was an art show where a furniture line he collaborated with a person on was being displayed. But also in Miami, you're going to hear that Mr. Diggs had a birthday party. He had just turned 33, and that there was a week's worth of fun. Ms. Adams initially was expected to be on the trip, but she had been left off. She'd been left off because she'd spent the previous several days feuding with that business partner from the furniture line who was in Miami. And that person's name is Lindsay. I'm going to get back to that in one moment. Why was Miss Adams so frustrated that morning? Why was she so upset about Mr. Diggs taking Miss Lindsay's side in a feud over hers? It's because Miss Adams wasn't just a chef. She had known Mr. Diggs for years previous to ever working for him. They had been friends. And at times, they'd been friends with benefits. That relationship had led to Miss Adams getting the job to cook for Mr. Diggs. She got to live in the house. She went to games. She sat with the owners of an NFL team, went to parties. She was paid $2,000 a week in reimbursement for what she claimed she spent on groceries. And she had plenty of opportunity to talk to Mr. Diggs about trying to get him to invest in her to open her dream restaurant. As that season wore on, her place in Mr. Diggs' circle began to slip. And things came to a head in late November when that issue that I just mentioned, the feud between her and this person named Lindsay, popped up. That feud, it's about an anonymous blog post that was posted on the internet. Lindsay said that Miss Adams posted it. Miss Adams said Lindsay was the problem. The blog, the drama, all of that, it's not important to this case. What is important is that by December 2nd, 2025, Miss Adams was furious. She was upset about being left off the trip. She was upset about Mr. Diggs taking Lindsay's side over her in that argument. And so while he was at work, she was at the house. And you will see the text messages, I expect, that she sent to him that morning. You'll see her frustration boiled over. A quick word about those text messages. I expect you're going to see most, if not all, of these messages. And there's some language in there that is not typically courtroom appropriate. There's cursing, there's slang. The one thing I ask of you is that you don't let the way the messages, the two parties in the messages communicated with one another, interfere with your ability to understand the content and to understand their importance. Because you're going to see what that exchange was about. You're going to see it was about this dispute, about Miss Adams being left off the Miami trip, and about Mr. Diggs picking somebody else's side over her. And you're going to hear why that's important. Because as I said, Miss Adams went to the Dedham Police Department on December 16th. And she made her report. And she told them the argument on December 2nd was about money. She told them that's what the fight was about over text and in real life. And that's how things got out of hand. She didn't mention Miami. Listen to what else she didn't mention. And 2 days later, she sent the Dedham Police Department a screenshot of the text messages she said, and you just heard the Commonwealth say, led into that fight. Led over the phone to Mr. Diggs coming into her room and committing this offense. And you're going to see those messages that she sent to the Dedham police. And I expect that what the evidence is going to show you after you've seen those, after you've seen all the messages that she did not show to the Dedham police, the evidence is going to show you that she curated the messages. She omitted some, she removed other messages before she sent them to the Dedham police to fit her narrative. By the way, on December 2nd, she indicated to the police as well that she had not been paid for November. You're going to hear a little bit about her payment and about her paperwork. And we'll get to that in one moment. A few of the people who you're going to hear from in this trial, many of them do work or have been associated with Mr. Diggs. Sonny, his assistant, is one of the witnesses you're going to hear from. I indicated to you she was inside the home that day, sitting in the living room, watching people come and go, doing her job like normal. She personally spoke to Miss Adams throughout that day, and she'll tell you what she observed. You're going to hear from other folks who talked or texted with Miss Adams that day as well. You're going to learn that Mr. Diggs had a scheduled day. He was at work in Foxborough, and even after he got back from work, he had a set schedule. He had an IV treatment for 1 hour and a 2-hour massage that followed. Following that, as I said, they were getting on the airplane, and they were flying to Miami. As for Miss Adams, what you'll hear is that there was nothing out of the ordinary. She was normal. She cooked dinner for Mr. Diggs on December 2nd. She chatted on the phone and spent the afternoon and early evening in the house. And that night, she flew to New York City to spend her week off with friends. Now, I've said normal a few times already in this case. Let me pause and tell you what normal was like in the Diggs house. Mr. Diggs is a highly regarded professional athlete. He owns a clothing line, a furniture line that I've already mentioned in other businesses. And he's a public figure. He's a coterie of family, friends, and staff around him at all times. Good professional athletes are paid very well in this country, and Mr. Diggs is very good at his job. He has the means to support his friends, family, and staff, and he takes good care of his people. You're going to hear that on December 2nd, he was taking his entire entourage on an airplane down to Miami and putting them up for weeks' worth of events and parties, and that wasn't even out of the ordinary. So normal.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, right. I'll join your entourage, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm already over here thinking, what in the fuck prompted the state to charge this case with no evidence? Like, is this about them wanting another high-profile case, just wanting to charge an NFL player? Like, from what he's describing, this woman's texts initially don't even mention the assault. And
I
she's deleting
mean,
texts?
politics, mayhaps?
I just don't get why that's it. It's like, why though?
We're always talking about prosecutors, the elected ones. It's political, man. Like, they got to run for office. This is the kind of shit they do, especially in an election cycle. So, and this thing went to trial fast.
That's what I was looking at the date. And I was like, wow, that's right.
Bring this shit to trial. Fuck her.
Trial.
Yeah. So, I mean, we'll see as it goes along.
Mr. Diggs' house is a little bit different from normally your house or mine. But just like any other person in this country, rich or poor, Mr. Diggs sits here an innocent man. And any preconceptions or feelings you have about athletes, wealth, or anything else, you have to put aside and not let interfere with the oath you just took as jurors. So we've talked about December 2nd because that's the day Miss Adams claimed this incident occurred. You're going to hear about other days as well. You'll hear a little bit, like I said, about that November blog incident because it led up to the text exchange on December 2nd. The text exchange, the Commonwealth just told you, led into this physical assault that Miss Adams claims occurred. You also heard a moment ago that she flew to New York City that night. And I expect that you're going to hear from the people she stayed with in New York City. Their names are Shai Charles and Natalia Moses. They're both hairstylists who live in New York City. And you're going to see videos from Miss Adams' trip to New York City. Videos recorded only hours after she had landed, hours after this alleged incident had occurred. Videos from later that week, the next day, and a few days after that. And when you hear about those videos, ask yourself, what am I seeing? Where did the information come from? And what can it tell me? Ask yourself whether what is depicted on those videos is consistent with the Commonwealth's theory that Miss Adams was brutally assaulted by a professional athlete in her bedroom on December 2nd. Ask yourself, what would you expect to see from what the Commonwealth just described in a person's demeanor and physically on their body? There's an old axiom that the simplest answer that accounts for all the facts, that is the true answer. See if the Commonwealth theory accounts for all of the evidence that you're going to get to see over the next day and a half. One other thing that you were going to hear, the Commonwealth mentioned it briefly for a moment, there was that Miss Adams returned to the house in Dedham. You're going to learn that happened on December 9th, 1 week after she went to New York City. One thing you will learn about that return is that on December 16th, she told the police that she was only going there to pack her things. The evidence will show you that that was not true. She actually went back to work just like nothing had happened. Pay very close attention to the details surrounding her return on December 9th. How she got there, what she was doing, what happened after she got back to the house in the middle of the night at about 11:30 p.m. and walked in unaccompanied. Listen for those details about what she did then and what happened after, and ask yourself whether it tends to corroborate the story the Commonwealth just told you, that she was violently assaulted and strangled on December 2nd, or whether it instead suggests that nothing happened on December 2nd. As I said, after Miss Adams got back to work on December 9th, she tried to pretend that things were fine. She tried to get back in Mr. Diggs' good graces to get him to forget about the text exchange back on December 2nd. But the damage, the argument they had on December 2nd was done, and she couldn't get back into his good graces. And even worse, she was now coming back and going to have to comply with the same rules that apply to everybody else. The Commonwealth already mentioned one of those. You're going to hear from Melissa Goddard, one of Mr. Diggs' bookkeepers who came up from Florida. She's going to tell you that she took over responsibility for Miss Adams's payment that fall, and that she found, because Miss Adams had this previous relationship with Mr. Diggs, that she had never been onboarded as a normal contractor. She had never filled out any normal paperwork. And she told the assistant Sonny and Miss Adams that they needed to follow the normal procedures. Miss Adams needed to sign proper paperwork, including signing an NDA just like anybody else. And she needed to submit actual receipts for reimbursements, just like everybody else. And you're going to see that Miss Adams ignored those requests until she couldn't anymore. And that happened around December 13th. On December 13th, you're going to learn Miss Adams got an email about that paperwork, and she got upset. She got mad again And there was another barrage of angry text messages to Mr. Diggs. And this time, she wound up getting herself fired for good. I expect that you're going to end up seeing those messages as well. Messages the police weren't told about, because the police weren't told she went back to work after December 9th.
That's weird.
This time, some of those messages actually were about money, but also still the same Lindsay blog post issue, Mr. Diggs picking someone over her. The end of this exchange on December 13th was more specific than December 2nd. Mr. Diggs sent $2,000 via Apple Pay that Ms. Adams claimed she owed and told her she did not need to worry about cooking for him anymore. She was out. And this time she knew there was no getting back in. And listen to what happened when you hear the evidence after that, after December 13th. 3 days later, as you've already heard, Ms. Adams went to the police. She didn't tell them about December 13th, but she'd been fired. Instead, she told them a made-up story. She was furious, and she wanted Mr. Diggs to pay in every sense of that word. And what you will hear is that her demands for money, as I said, began on December 29th, the same day the criminal complaint issued in this case. You will also hear that as this case has gone on and public pressure has grown, that number has only gone up. And I will let her tell you what number she is now demanding from Mr. Diggs. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Diggs sits here an innocent man. That's the beauty of the American justice system. You heard a little bit about the way trial works. You heard that the burden is entirely on the Commonwealth to prove its case. Their burden, proof beyond a reasonable doubt, it's the highest burden in our system. And as Mr. Virtue mentioned, Mr. Diggs has no burden whatsoever. One thing Mr. Virtue and I agree on, be skeptical with every witness. And financial incentives certainly do play a role in this case. We will call witnesses. We do so to give you the fullest possible picture of what happened and what did not happen on December 2nd, to give you the clearest picture of the truth. But that does not mean that we have to prove a single thing. The Commonwealth bears the burden, and the burden never shifts. That's how our system works. That's the beauty of it. That when an innocent person like Mr. Diggs is charged with a crime they didn't commit, what can they do? They can do this. They look the Commonwealth right in the eye and they say, prove it. And that's exactly what Mr. Diggs has done. That's why you are here.
The cameraman did there?
That's what the trial is. Mr. Diggs has chosen to place his fate in your hands. You, ladies and gentlemen, are the most important part of our system. I thank you, and Mr. Diggs thanks you for being here and for your service. You are the only people who can and who must hold the government to its burden. And the way you do that, it's not fancy. It's by using your common sense, your life experience, tools you use every day of your life to weigh credibility and to make decisions. And our system depends on that. You are the judges of credibility. And so I ask that you listen carefully, that you keep your full attention while you're here, and that you remember that the simplest answer that accounts for all the facts is the true answer. One of the worst things that a person can go through is to be charged with a crime that they didn't commit, especially in a situation like this one, where the charge hinges entirely on the word of a single person, and that person has millions of reasons to lie. So let's have a trial. And at the end of it, at the end of all the evidence, after you have heard it, I'm going to have the opportunity to come back and discuss the evidence as well. And at that time, I'm going to ask you to deliver what I expect will be the only true and just verdict in this case. And I can tell you right now that that will be to find Stefon Diggs not guilty. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, counsel.
That was a pretty good opening.
All right. So a study in contrast, right? So we have two openings. One sucked ass and one that was phenomenal. I mean, look.
Phenomenal might be a stretch, but it was very good.
It's a simple case.
It is.
It's a very simple case. You don't need to get into the weeds too much. You just break the shit down. And look, openings are your opportunity as the attorney, depending on which side you're on, to lay out what the jury's going to see from your case. Talk about what the charges are, what they have to prove, and how they're going to prove it. And that the witnesses that are going to get up there and testify, they're going to testify to this, this, and this. The prosecution skipped all that. I mean, it was, I don't know, a 4-minute opening. It speaks volumes. If you're sitting in the box and you're contrasting and comparing those two openings, you're like, all right, I mean, the Commonwealth was pretty brief there. The defense got into it. I mean,
it was, and I take it back. It was phenomenal-ish.
Yeah.
It was more his, like, he sounded like a little nervous, but it could have been the speed the speeding up. Like I could
Yeah,
hear
we're at
him like
1.25. He didn't seem nervous to me.
I don't
He
know.
seemed like he was reading a bit.
I heard some trepidation in his voice. I don't know. But I loved just like Brittany's saying there, so let's have a trial. That was
Let's
was
go.
good.
Prove it. Prove
Let's
it.
go.
Tucker. Prove it.
And the cameraman zooming in on his eyes when he's like, when someone didn't do anything,
Oh
look
yeah.
in the eyes and they say, fucking prove it.
Let's
And then-
go. Let's go. Yeah. So all right. We're ready. First witness. And it's a banger, babe. It's a banger. they're putting Mila on right away. So we're getting right to it.
The Commonwealth called Mila Adams to the stand.
But no, I liked how they left things hanging. They were like, just you pay attention, like without telling them. I thought that was really good. And, you know, not telling them how much she's looking for. They kind of hinted at it there with the she has millions of reasons thing.
Please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this hearing shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
Mary Fire?
You may.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you please state your name and spell your last name for the record?
Jamila, Jamila, Adams, ADAMS.
And do you normally go by Jamila or
I go by Mila.
Mila? Okay. And what do you do for a living?
I am a professional chef. I have been working in the industry for 13 years.
So you're a professional chef. Do you work in kitchens and?
I work privately for athletes, prominent figures, and wealthy families.
So you're a private. Is there a difference between a private chef and personal chef? Are those the same things, or?
It's pretty much the same thing.
And how long do you say you've been a private chef?
13 years.
13 years. And what sort of training did you take to become a chef?
I went to school for clinical psychology, so I have a degree in psychology. But I followed my passion in cooking because I grew up in the South and we cook. So I did some training in France and also Italy.
And kind of very generally, what does a private chef do?
We provide daily meals for our clients. So that would be breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. It's typically a live-in situation. So readily available to them, kind of like 24 hours a day. So I would say it's based on clients' needs. So
And
each client would, whatever your health goals were or health issues were, I will help you get better.
so you mentioned a little bit of what kind of clientele have you worked for?
Athletes, entertainers,
And without naming names, what kind of athletes or entertainers do you mean?
singers, football players, basketball players, baseball players,
And are these professionals?
very professional.
How much do you make in that job?
It ranges, depending on the needs they need from me. If it's a full-time live-in, it can range from anywhere $5,300 a week to $10,000.
Turning your attention now to a Mr. Stefon Diggs. Do you know Mr. Stefon Diggs?
Yes,
And how do you know him?
I've known Stefon Diggs for over 4.5 years.
And how'd you meet him?
We met in December 22 through an Instagram message. He first wanted me to cook for him.
And
Oh, so Stefon slipped into her DMs?
Yeah, it sounds like another, you know, another athlete must have recommended her as a chef.
Yeah.
So he was
And like,
looking,
yo, she can cook. You should get in on that, you know. Like, you should check that shit out. And he's like, all right.
did you see him in the courtroom today?
Yes.
And could you identify him through? I see you're pointing at someone, but can you describe him just because we have to have everything on the record? You describe him either clothing he's wearing or hairstyle, anything like that?
A blue shirt and blue
so annoying that
blue
the microphone
Government
is
the record reflects
covering her
this is
face.
identified defendant as Mr. Stefon Diggs.
Two microphones.
Thank you. Over those 4 or so years, how would you characterize your relationship with Mr. Diggs?
I would say it's complicated.
Oh,
We had it started out as friends. We met. It started out as friends, became sexual, and we would meet up.
she apparently doesn't know the golden rule. You don't shit where you eat.
Yeah.
Never ends up well. It never ends up well. That's just facts. you don't shit where you eat.
Unless
No.
you're us.
And
Oh.
we decided I will come work for him like February of 2025.
So you said February 2025, you and he talked about you working for him?
Yes.
And that's as a private chef?
Yes.
What were the sort of terms of your employment? Like were you going to be living with him?
Yes.
And how many meals or what was it like working for him?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, the microphone placement absolutely sucks. I mean, she's got 2 mics like right in front of her. Are all the witnesses, do they all have the 2 mics in front of their face? It's very distracting. It's very, very distracting. Like nobody thought to be like, yo.
She's shorter than the others, though. I'm wondering, he slips into her DMs. We're thinking to cook, but then they have this friendship that turns sexual. And then after all that, he asks her to cook.
I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. That kind of shit will probably come out and cross.
She's only 5 foot tall. Wow, that's shorter than anybody I know.
Oh, yeah.
It is, babe.
Oh, you're so adorable.
So as far as your employment goes, what were your duties working as a Mr. Diggs private chef?
My duties were to make all his meals, his snacks, basically get him healthy. That was the start of our initially hiring me. He was coming back. It was his comeback year. And I wanted to help him get healthy, to eat better too.
So how does it, do you create a menu? Does he just tell you what he wants? Do you
I'm skilled with recovery. So I knew what it would take to get him, help him get healthy and stay healthy. Help him change his diet. So it was more so like diet change would be the focus and just overall help.
And did you would you cook just for him or for other people as well?
Yes, I will cook for whoever was in the house.
And I know you mentioned earlier your breakfast. Is that the sort of standard? Was it everyday breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then?
Yes, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks.
And how much did you get paid for this?
We agreed on $2,000 a week.
And how did you get paid?
Finance office would pay me.
So you said that you while this was staying in his house, right?
Yes.
Where was this house?
7 Schoolmasters Lane,
In what town?
Dedham.
And could you describe this house? What was it? It was a single family home.
Maybe.
What was it? Was it an apartment? Was it?
Oh, it was a single family home's house.
And how many floors was it?
Basement, middle floor, a landing, and then top floor. So 3 floors.
And so
Was that the pause wave?
What's a pause wave?
I don't know. I thought you did some shit like this.
Oh, I was trying to, like, my cord for my mic is like stuck underneath stuff. So if I did, I didn't do it knowingly.
Oh.
where was the kitchen?
The kitchen is downstairs on the floor you come into the house on. So the first floor, I call it.
And that's where you did your chefing, cooking, baking. I don't know.
Yes, where I did my cooking.
Yes.
Yes,
And where did you stay in that house?
I stayed on top floor.
And
This one
where
doesn't
was it in the house?
It was up the landing all the way to the back, and it was over the kitchen.
And was this a single bedroom that you had? Was it a suite? What was it?
A single bedroom with a full bathroom.
With a full bathroom. Was the bathroom off of the bedroom?
It's the bedroom, and then you walk back into the bathroom.
So it
So
wasn't.
it was in my room.
Okay, so the entrance to the bathroom wasn't in the hallway; it was in the bedroom.
Yes.
Okay. And where was Mr. Diggs? Where was his bedroom?
Up the first landing.
Okay, so you said that there was the floor you come in on, a landing, and then
It's the kids' room.
Ashley, why do you say that?
What? What'd she say?
She said you might need to speed this part up.
Because it's stupid. He keeps talking about how many bedrooms,
I'm trying to get the lay of the land of the spot.
all right, let's go then.
I gotta know what the spot is so I can visualize it. You know?
I can't visualize it. Like this whole landing 3rd floor situation, but the landing has a bedroom is confusing the hell out of me. I don't understand why she can't just say.
That's why we gotta be able to visualize the spot.
We visualized.
Mr. Diggs was on the landing?
Yes.
Okay.
Bloop, bloop.
How long were you there in that house?
From July
Bloop, bloop.
2025, July 20th, 21st. I can't remember exactly. To December the 15th.
And during that time, who was at the house with you?
Mr. Diggs, his friends.
Did he have other staff that lived there, or was it just?
No, it was just I was just living there. He had friends that basically lived there.
Okay. And while you were living there, was it a kind of regular schedule or thing? How did that work?
He was
All right.
How did this create friction within the people working for Mr. Diggs?
I was confronted by Mr. Diggs.
Mm.
If I said these things.
Oh, you got to
But it
back
had
up
already
now.
been
See?
printed.
See what happens. when you
All
make
right.
me
Okay.
believe.
There you go.
Yes.
And what was that?
Friction. Say that again.
Uh,
Friction to his friction.
was there any sort of maybe I should say this? What if anything happened near the end of November?
Yes.
There we go. Perfect.
An Instagram DM message was sent to his child's mother's friend, and this message was stating that I was telling his personal business of women that he was sleeping with that worked with us, that worked with me, and yeah.
And so-
as far as I can remember what that message said.
And
So
how did this create friction within the people working for Mr. Diggs?
I was confronted by Mr. Diggs if I said these things, but it had already been Mr. Diggs had a ongoing sexual relationship with Lindsay Bolin, and this person, she didn't like me, that fact that I was in the house.
So you mentioned Lindsay Bolton. Who's that person?
Lindsay Bolin, it works for Mr. Diggs.
And how? What did she do?
That I can't quite answer. I just know he provides housing,
So
pays her
she's
rent.
someone
I don't
who
know.
works for
Yeah, she works for him.
And so you and Lindsay get into any sort of argument, you mean, or?
We didn't get in. We got in an argument after Mr. Diggs confronted me. She sent me a message first, per his instruction, and called me a name. Excuse my language. A bitch, and she just went on and on and on in this message about me.
Objection, Your Honor. Maybe we heard it side by.
Yeah.
Good. It's pretty good.
What's the point of that one? It didn't even fit.
Hey,
Blue
Larry
past,
David always fits.
past the sidebar. All
At
right.
some point, were members of Mr. Diggs' staff going to go down to a trip to Miami?
The whole staff is supposed to go there. Yes.
And you said the whole staff.
I wasn't finished on the last question.
That's fine, but I'm asking questions now.
Okay.
So at some point, members of the staff were supposed to go down to Miami, right?
Yes.
You said the whole staff. How many people was this?
His assistant, myself, and his friends. That was him.
And did you end up going down to Miami?
No.
And why is that?
Mr. Diggs told me that I couldn't go because me and her had an issue from November 26th issue.
The state's doing a horrible. It's like as of now, I have no idea what their issue even really was. They're not like putting it out there well.
Wait, was that a voir dire? Was that defense counsel? Because when she said, "Oh, I want to finish that question," he said, "Don't worry about it. I'm asking questions now," which seems strange if that's the Commonwealth, if that's a prosecutor, right?
Go back. Let's hear it again.
Let me see. Okay, so I think it would have been right around here.
At some point, were members of Mr. Diggs' staff going to go down to a trip to Miami?
The whole staff is supposed to go there. Yes.
And you said the whole staff.
I wasn't finished on the last question.
That's fine, but I'm asking questions now.
Okay.
So at some
What do you think? Because they went to the sidebar,
Right.
I mean, maybe defense counsel's like, well, I want to voir dire her on some shit because I want to see if she has actual personal knowledge. Because it's just a weird thing for the Commonwealth to do in terms of their own star witness.
Right. I guess he's just like maybe he said it like that because people are saying in the chat that there's a woman. The female defense attorney is the one who objected, and she's going to be doing the cross. So it would be extremely unusual.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Good point. Good point.
When members of the staff were supposed to go down to Miami, right?
Yes.
You said the whole staff. How many people was this?
His assistant, myself, and his friends. It was him.
And did you end up going down to Miami?
No.
And why is that?
Mr. Diggs told me that I couldn't go because me and her had an issue from November 26th issue.
All
right. Yeah, they're all saying the same thing.
To release you. Great, jurors, at this point, we are approaching the luncheon recess, so I am going to charge it.
All right.
So are there any issues that we need to address before I discharge the,
Let's hear these issues real quick.
anything that's come up from this morning? And you had mentioned that you had certain exhibits that you had read.
Never mind. I thought she said there was an issue.
I think she asked if there were any.
Have those been provided to us?
All right, you can bloop past all this then.
Oh, thanks, babe. Should I bloop past the lunch? Is that what you're saying?
One.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah, we're going to be done this day quick.
Only clock.
All right, we're ready for the jurors. Thank you.
Okay.
I'm hungry.
I mean, I text you back. Solutions? Having a
I
solution?
don't have a solution. I don't know what the solution could be. You'd have to DoorDash something.
What?
We got to go shopping. Oh, my arm is getting better, but
Kamal, we need to make sure that the person in the last row hears. All right?
Yes.
Okay. Kamal, go ahead.
Thank you, Honor. Ms. Adams, can I now turn your attention towards the date of December 2nd?
Yes.
Were you still employed by Mr. Diggs at this time?
Yes.
And where were you on December 2nd?
I was in the house, 7 schoolmasters.
Gotcha. And that day, what were you doing that day?
I woke up in the morning, prepared breakfast. Mr. Diggs came downstairs. He asked me what was I doing for the week. And I asked him, oh, so you weren't going to tell me that I wasn't able to come to Art Basel? And he explained why. And it was because of the situation with me and the other coworker, Lindsay Bolin. And I was upset with him, not upset at the fact I couldn't go to Art Basel. Me and him have a relationship for over 4.5 years. He could have told me weeks ahead of time because me and his girlfriend, Cardi B, we were talking about having like outfits and stuff. It was like a whole thing being planned, and he just waited till the last day. So I was more upset with him not letting me know I wasn't going to come like at an earlier time.
And at some point during this day, were you alone in your bedroom?
Yes.
And do you know around when this was?
It was in the, like around 3 afternoon, 3-ish.
When you're in your bedroom by yourself, what, if anything, were you doing?
I was sitting on the bed, laying across the bed. I had my laptop, reading a cookbook, actually.
And were you communicating with any people at this point?
I received a text from Hannah, was one of his friends.
Did you receive any text or send any text to Mr. Diggs?
No, the morning text. That was in the morning. We had went back and forth.
So you had some previous texts in the morning?
Yes.
So you're in the bedroom. What happens next?
I was in the bedroom. Mr. Diggs came to my room. I was laying across the bed. He came to my room.
When you were in the bedroom, was the door closed?
Yes, the door was closed.
So when he came in, did he open the door?
Yes, he opened the door.
Did he leave it open after him?
No, he closed the door behind him.
And you said you were on the bed?
Yes, I was laying across the bed.
About how far away were you from the door?
About 4 or 5 feet, something like that.
So he comes in, closes the door behind him. What happens next?
He asked me to come here. He walked across the room and like leaned back on the dresser.
Okay, now just to give a kind of a sense, where's the dresser in the room in relation to like the door and
across the room, alongside the bathroom door.
Okay, so about how far away from the front door is the dresser?
What, 8 feet? I don't know them. A nice amount of feet.
Okay, so some amount of distance from it. You said he leans against the dresser?
Yes.
Are you still on the bed at this point?
I'm still on bed.
What happens?
He comes in. He looks very angry. He was upset from the text exchange we were having. And in that text exchange, he was calling me bitches, and he was just very upset.
But what happened in that room?
He came in and he was intent to hurt me.
No. Not his intent or anything. What actually happened?
He was leaning against the dresser. He asked me to get up to come here. I got up off the bed and I came across to him and I stood in front of him. Like I stood on the side of him. He was leaning back. I stood on the side of him. And he was like, what was all that shit he was talking?
And then what happened?
And I was beginning to say, you said, and I couldn't finish my statement. And he smacked me.
So when you say he smacked you.
He smacked me with an open hand.
Do you know which hand he used?
Right hand, right side of my face.
Do you know which part of your face got hit?
The right side of my face.
And I know you're putting your hand against your cheek. Was it your cheek that got
It was
struck?
my cheek that got hit.
About how far away from you were you from him when that happened?
I was at the end of the dresser.
And where was he?
He was in the, like in front of my other side of the dresser.
So about how much space was in between you?
Maybe 3 feet, 4 feet.
So you said that he I want to use the word. Did you say smack or slap? I don't know what the word was.
Smack.
So he smacked you,
Yeah.
and then what happened?
I went to try to like block him, like push him like this, like stop.
So again, I see you're pushing your hands out.
I pushed up. He's way taller than me. I pushed up for him
How tall are
to
you?
Right.
4'11", 5 feet.
And how tall is he? Do you know?
6 feet, 6'1".
So you said you pushed out and you made a motion with your hands. So does that mean you pushed with your hands
Yes.
around what, like his stomach, his chest, his shoulders?
Up to block his hands.
Okay.
Is he left-handed?
And then what happened?
And then he
I don't know.
Can I have a second? Can I have a second?
Yes, you can.
Wow.
What do you think of this?
I'm still trying to figure out how you hit somebody. I'm like, shouldn't that be if you take your right hand, shouldn't you be hitting the left side of the other person's?
Well, so she says she's standing at one end of the dresser and he's at the other end. Is that what she said?
Either way, if he's facing her right hand, his right hand should be hitting the left side of her face. Right?
She
said she got hit on the
he's
right
facing, yeah, so that would be the left side of her face.
She
But
specifically said the
her
right.
right. Yeah. Well, she hit the right side of her face.
And said the words right side of my face, right side of my face.
Yeah, they don't make no fucking sense.
Yeah, that's what people are all saying here too. Okay.
Because he didn't come with a backhand. Backhand, you could get the left side of the face, right? Because otherwise it's
The right side, yeah.
yeah. It's already sus.
It's already sus.
It's already sus.
Let's
Shit,
see what
not that
happens
dumb.
once she collects herself.
Oh, yeah. So
No, I'll tell you this. I was thinking, all right, she seems very professional. She trained in France. She trained in Italy. She's had a lot of professional relationships. It sounds like she worked for a lot of respectful people. So, like, my initial vibe is like, all right, she seems very, like a very responsible person.
yeah, but then you got to factor in the fact that she's banging him.
Right. Well, and this is direct.
That's not
so-
professional.
No,
And
not
when I'm saying you shouldn't be shitting where you eat, I'm referring to Stefon. He's the one who shouldn't be shitting where he eats. When he
Right.
hires this girl, you don't start having a sexual relationship with her because this is how shit ends up.
right.
Especially when there's big money, professional money involved. I mean, you see it. Patrick Kane, who was a Hawks, star Blackhawks player, went through some similar shit. Almost the same type of accusations. And, Kane fought it. And it turned out she was completely full of shit. When money's involved, and the problem with a case like this is it does such damage to women that actually suffer domestic violence because it plants that seed in people's minds that people fucking lie about shit like this in order to get a payday.
Well, let's hear what she's got to say.
But like, I mean, what do you think of the decision to not have her wear any makeup? I mean, it looks like maybe she has some lip balm on, but she's pretty much stripped of makeup. I mean, that's obviously a move.
I mean, I guess we'd have to see what she looks like on any other given day.
Well, I've seen what she looks like on any given other day. So,
all right, well, you're giving me some.
She wears some makeup.
Well, then it was to make her look more professional,
or more
innocent,
pathetic, right? It's just it's a shitty move. It's a shitty. I mean, lawyers do it all the time. I mean, we do it with defendants. You know.
You think the state said to her, "Don't wear
yes.
You can." Okay.
100%.
Well, are they going to show us some pictures of what she looks like on any other given day?
I don't know. I haven't seen the trial.
Okay. Virtual juror says make her look younger and more innocent.
Oh, Trial World TV has it all chopped up with breaks out on his channel.
Like block him, like
maybe we should use his shit.
He took his arm and he like came around my neck with his elbow around my neck, and he began to choke me, pressure on my neck with his elbow.
So you said you pushed against.
I got to rewind that.
Hurry. When I went up to push his hand, like block him, block him, he took his arm and he like came around my neck with his elbow around my neck, and he began to choke me, pressure on my neck with his elbow.
What? He'd have to be behind her.
Well, now he's got to be behind her, but he was leaning on a
so
dresser.
She went up to try to block his shit.
Could have spun her.
She spit. Well, she didn't say he spun her.
No, I mean we're already starting with a right hand to right face.
Right.
You know.
I mean, there's problems. There's problems with the testimony. But I mean, if he's putting her in a chokehold, she's got to be back to him.
Right.
How did that happen?
Well,
she skipped that part, and she took a good 2 minutes to think about this shit on the stand.
She had to collect herself. It was traumatic.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, collecting.
So you said you pushed against him, and then he put his arm around your neck.
Yes.
Do you know? Were you facing away from him?
I was facing him.
You were facing him. He put his arm around your neck.
Yes, he spun me around.
He spun you around.
There you go.
I have to show you more so than I can describe it.
Describe it as best you can.
I was standing in front of him.
I wanted her to get down.
When he slapped me, I went to like try to hit him back like this, and then it was like he tackled me, like got me to try to keep from pushing him or protecting myself. And he put his arm around my neck like this, and he was choking me.
So you ended up in a position where his like forearm or bicep was around your neck.
Yes.
And you said he choked you. What exactly did he put pressure on your neck?
Yes, he put pressure.
And were you able to breathe?
At first, it kept getting tighter.
So were you able to breathe?
No.
About how long were you in this position?
I would say roughly I can't recall the amount of time. I just know it went from the edge where we were in front of the dresser to the side of the bed to him falling on top of me on the bed.
So about how far of a distance is that?
About maybe 4 or 5 feet, something like that, 5, 6 feet.
At some point, do you let you go?
Yeah, he let me go. When we got to the side of the bed, I was pushing back. I started to do a move that I saw off of social media.
Oh,
he said to me, that shit is not going to work.
So when you say you tried to do
There
a
was
move.
a defensive move where you try to put your hands underneath the person that's trying to choke you. It's like something I saw on a women's defensive page or something. And he said that shit you see on Instagram is not going to work. And that's when he got tighter. Like the more I was trying to put his hand, he got tighter.
And then what happened?
Shit you see on Instagram.
And then I was pushing back. And then he like fell down on top of me on the bed because I was on the side of the bed. And it was like, he was like letting me, like, I guess he was about to let me go. But as he was getting up, he like pulled my hair. And he was like, yeah, I thought so.
And then what happened?
He got up off of me, off the bed behind me, and he walked around the bed. I told him I still haven't got paid. He said lies, and he was like, "So what are you doing? So what are you doing for the week?" And I was like, "I'm staying here." He said, "I don't want anyone in my house. I don't want anyone here." I was like, "Okay, so who's gonna get my ticket?" He said, "Who always gets your ticket?" And that's it. He walked out of the room.
So from the moment he entered the room to the moment he left, about how much time went by?
My last text to Anna was probably like 3:30 something. I text Sunny at 4:11, so it was between that time because I didn't have plans. I didn't have money to go anywhere to travel, so I know.
I know, but just the question was about how long time.
It was just in between that time. I can't say exact, but I know it's before 4:11.
So was that 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes?
He was in the room probably maybe 10 minutes. 15,
Um,
I'm sure.
When he left the room, what happened next?
I looked down at my pants. I had peed my pants, and I had just came off my cycle, and I was bleeding really bad again. I guess because I was so scared, I changed my pants and I cleaned up myself, and I came back in the room, and that's when I texted Sunny to get my flight.
And where was that flight to?
Atlanta.
At some point, did you exit your? When you said you went to your bathroom, was that the bathroom that's connected to the bedroom, right?
Yes.
At some point, did you leave out your bedroom again?
I was wondering
I
the
didn't leave out my
same
bedroom
thing,
till later and after.
Stephen.
But so at some point later on.
Right.
And she started right away, asked him about money.
Oh, so when do I get paid, motherfucker? Right. I mean, what? Like, you know, so she's pissed her pants, and that's what she does next. She's worried about getting $2,000.
That's
like after this violent attack.
a violent attack that made her period reemerge.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that one before.
I mean, she clearly wasn't prepped. Like, the state clearly didn't prep her at all. She doesn't even have time frames at all. You know what I mean? Like nothing. Like how long did the entire encounter last? She says like 10, 15 minutes. Doesn't seem like it.
Has he ever had allegations like this before? We know because I was thinking going into this that it would be unusual for someone to like just go to the mat, on something like this if something didn't happen. I mean, the defense kind of lined it up and showed a path to where, okay, well now I can see maybe she is doing this as revenge, but like initially when I was thinking about it, and then when, like I said, I initially was well, no, because once we got through the opening, I started to have a different opinion already, but
yeah, I don't know if he's had any. I mean, we could Google it to see if there's been any, I mean, the thing that usually happens in cases like this, we saw with Diddy when, the video from the hotel got released with that violent shit that he was doing, dragging her by her hair and like nightmare shit.
yeah.
People started coming out of the woodwork, because he was paying people off to stay silent. So I don't know, because I didn't dig into anything in terms of whether, I mean, usually with the NFL, they take domestic violence very, very seriously, typically.
Right.
In terms of when somebody's charged, the player gets sidelined until the thing is resolved one way or another through the criminal justice system. But I like Tyreek Hill's had some shit going on.
Or look,
And,
one
like,
of us has to watch on our phone and make popcorn.
Popcorn.
I need a snack.
That's the resolution.
Well, unless we're gonna DoorDash something.
I mean, people were saying we should eat popcorn and watch. Well, I'm gonna watch. You make popcorn.
All right, I'll watch on my phone.
Okay.
You did. Do you know about how long you stayed there?
In my bedroom? A while, because I was trying to figure out what I was going to do.
So at some point, though, that later on that day, you exited out of the bedroom?
Yes.
And what did you do next?
When I exited out of the bedroom? While I was in my bedroom, I was packing my clothes to leave. I called another coworker, I would call her, and I just asked her, like, what she was doing. And she was like, I told her I wasn't able to go to Art Basel, and that I was going home, and she was like, oh, you should come here. And I was like, yeah, you know what, I'll come there.
When she said here, what does that mean?
New York City. So I then proceeded to change my flight to go to New York.
Okay. And when was that flight going to be?
I just know I landed at 10:49. It was a later flight.
What is that day?
It's that day, yes.
Did you see Mr. Diggs anytime after that happened that day?
Yes.
And what was that like?
He was getting a massage, and I was leaving out. By the time I saw him, I was handing over birthday gifts that I had got.
So when you said you're handing out birthday gifts, who were you handing out birthday gifts
to him?
This is a gift that you had already purchased, or?
Yes, I normally give him a birthday gift every year.
When's his birthday?
November 28th.
Okay, so this was a little bit afterwards?
Yeah.
So at some point, did you leave this house?
Yes.
How did you leave to get to the airport?
See, that's what they call getting in front of some shit. Because the fact that she bought him a gift after this thing goes down is obviously a bad fact for her, right? In terms of the state's opinion of the case. And they know for a fact that that would be something the defense would be crossing her on because, well, this guy violently attacks you, fires you, and for whatever reason, you decide to get him a gift because you usually get him a gift on his birthday. That doesn't track. So the state's trying to get in front of it. I don't think that they did a very good job of it. But
a car, an Uber.
Right, and so an Uber came and picked you up in front of the airport?
Yes.
You went to New York. Was it New York City or New York State?
New York City.
Also New York State.
Mm-hmm.
And who did you meet up in New York City?
I met up with Shy Charles, and she picked me up from the airport, and we went to pick up her friend Talia, and then we went to her ex-husband's house to pick up something or to do something she had to do. We were there. We ordered wings and watched a movie, watched some videos.
And did you tell anyone here about what had happened to you?
No, I didn't tell anyone there because they have their own interpersonal sexual relationship. So I wouldn't have never told her anything like that.
How long did you stay in New York?
I stayed in New York Tuesday to Tuesday, so 7 days a week.
And did you come back to Massachusetts?
Yes.
And did you come back to working for Mr. Diggs?
Yes.
At some point, and I know this was a little bit before, maybe a little bit afterwards, but at some point were you talking to Mr. Diggs about money you felt he owed you?
It was past wages.
Okay.
Yes.
When did you first start? When did you first bring that up with him?
During the week of Art Basel. I want to say like maybe the 5th or 6th.
Of December?
Yes.
Okay. And so you felt that he owed you some money from wages that weren't paid. Is that what you're saying?
I wasn't paid for the time of the month. Like I hadn't been paid for the weeks that I put in at that time.
Okay.
What the fuck?
wait a second. So this shit goes down. She originally is going to try to fly to Georgia. She changed her flight to New York. And then she just testified that she came back and continued to work for him. Is that what she just said? I'm confused. I'm confused. I thought she said he wanted her out of the house after the incident. I mean, to me, that means you're done. I hear you. Allie is saying for the week while he was gone, I guess down for the Miami trip. It's still weird. It's still weird.
And who did you talk to Mr. Diggs directly? Or did you talk to his finance people? Who did you talk to about this?
It was a chain of command. Like I would talk to his assistant, but his assistant was under investigation for stealing watches and money. So I don't know if my
Objection sustained. That portion of the answer will be stricken from the record, and the jurors will disregard.
Whoa, I got to hear that shit.
Just that weren't paid. Is that what you're saying?
I wasn't paid for the time of the month. Like I hadn't been paid for the weeks that I put in at that time.
Okay. And who did you talk to Mr. Diggs directly? Or did you talk to his finance people? Who did you talk to about this?
It was a chain of command. Like I would talk to his assistant, but his assistant was under investigation for stealing watches and money. So I don't know if my
Did you hear that? Wow. Wow.
Sustained. That portion of the answer will be stricken from the record, and the jurors will disregard it. Give it no consideration to jury before deliberation. Please answer the question.
Stealing watches and money.
Thank you, Your Honor. At some point, did someone from Mr. Diggs bring up a non-disclosure agreement?
yes, Mr. Diggs likes to abuse people and try to hide
Wow.
his abuse.
That objection is sustained. That portion of the witness's answer will be stricken, and the jurors will disregard it during your deliberations. You are to give it no consideration and do not give reason. Next question.
At some point, were you given some information about a non-disclosure agreement by someone who worked for Mr. Diggs?
Yes,
And when was this?
a couple days after the assault.
At some point, did you stop working for Mr. Diggs?
At what?
At some point, did you stop working for Mr. Diggs?
I didn't stop working for Mr. Diggs until my last day in the house. I would say it was 16. So yeah, some point.
So December 16th, okay. At some point, did you report any of this to the Dedham police?
Yes,
And when was that?
the Tuesday.
Do you know the actual day or just that it was a Tuesday?
I left on the 15th. I left his house on the 15th. I reported on the 16th.
Okay, so did you call the police? Did you go there in person? How did that happen?
I went there in person.
And what happened when you got there?
I was begging for my pay with Mr. Diggs, begging for days,
Objection, Your Honor.
and he refused to pay me.
Objection is sustained. That portion of the response will be stricken under your deliberation. Answer the question asked. Please raise the question again.
At some point, you arrived to the Dedham police station.
Yes,
Did you speak to an officer?
yes, I did.
And did you tell the officer about what happened on December 2nd?
I was very hesitant at first because of his fame and power. So yes, but I
Objection,
did.
Your Honor. Move to strike.
The objection is sustained. That comment by the witness will be stricken from the record, and the jurors are to disregard it and not consider it in your deliberation.
At some point, did you?
I mean, how much shit is she just going to fucking blurt out that's incredibly prejudicial?
I thought that part, to be perfectly honest, I thought that response, like, I didn't say it right away because I was afraid of his fame and power, wasn't as bad as all the other things. Like that, I thought might be all right.
I don't think so.
Does anyone else have popcorn out there? I think we should all be having popcorn based on everyone being like, just wait.
No
Just
one's stopping me from eating popcorn. I'm sorry. I don't give a shit what they say in chat either. So,
All right.
yeah.
Mute yourself.
Tell the officer about what happened on December 2nd?
Yes, I did.
And did at any point you provide to the Dedham police text messages?
Yes,
So you're on that.
Yeah.
Your Honor, may I approach this witness? Approaching the what was previously marked as Exhibit 1. I'm placing something in front of you. If you could take a look at that, and when you're done looking at that, look back at the thing. Do you recognize what that is?
yes.
What is that?
It's a text message exchange between me and Mr. Diggs.
And is this the text message exchange that you provided to the Dedham police?
Yes. I deleted messages because making the report to the police in my previous abusive relationship,
Okay, Sam, stop. That part of the answer.
Oh, I
is
forgot to hit
record.
mute. Everyone can hear me
Your part.
chomping.
Now, please answer the question that is put to you.
Damn.
And if you don't understand it, you can have it restated for you. Counsel at sidebar.
Man, she's getting attitudey. If I'm the juror, I would get put off. You know, like pause it a sec, so I can talk over the. You know, sometimes when you hear like a witness getting shut down, we feel like, oh, what are they keeping from us? What are they hiding from us? But something about the way she's coming off, and then the prompt judge being like shutting it down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is that if I was a juror, I think I'd be of the sense of this, she's just trying to sneak some bullshit in over and over again. That's how I think I would.
Well, I mean, at this point, if I'm the defense, I'm probably asking for a curative just so you're not leaving that kind of floating in the air as to the jurors, as to why she can't talk about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's because if you've got that thing where, you know, typically it's us, the defense, that we're getting shut down, you know, and we're always like, well, we hope that the jury's taking from that they're trying to hide something, that there's something that we're desperately trying to get out there, and the state keeps objecting and the judge keeps, you know, shutting us down. And we hope that has an end effect with the jury. Whereas with this, I'd like the judge to instruct them as to why this isn't allowable during her testimony, but I agree. I mean, it's like more of her facial reactions, the eye rolling and shit, that's helpful to the defense in terms of her demeanor, because her demeanor just is shitty. You know, she's obviously trying to slip this shit in, talking about her prior abusive relationship, all kinds of shit that's so prejudicial and not relevant here. It's not relevant here at all.
Oh yeah, he does DNAs because he likes to abuse people.
he abuses his whole
everybody.
Staff. Yeah, they all
everybody.
Into what is marked as
You.
Exhibit 2. Do you recognize what this is? You can look through it. There's a
One that I recognize, but the messages is cut off.
There's I believe 3 pages to this. Throw 4 pages rather. If you want to flip through it.
Yes.
Do you recognize this? What this is?
Yes.
And what is this?
This was in a text exchange
Between whom?
between me and Mr. Diggs.
And when was this text exchange from?
The morning into the afternoon, 12/2.
Of December 2nd?
Yes.
Is there a difference between the text messages that you provided to the Dedham police and the text messages that are here?
Yes.
And what is that difference?
I deleted that and pussy, and I'm ruining that bitch life. Not mistaken. Yeah.
And why did you delete those phrases when you provided those text messages to the Dedham police?
Because when I was abused in my previous relationship, when I would say things,
she just keeps fucking coming with it. I mean, she's
and this time the judge was cutting her down right away. Like,
oh, the judge ain't having it. but this is another example of the state trying to get in front of some shit that they know the defense is going to be bringing up on cross, that she's cherry picking her text messages, that she's going to show the cops, pulling out all the shit that could be construed as, so wait, you're going to get back at this bitch or whatever she says she pulled out, so they're trying to get in front of it. And
the explanation she's trying to give right now sounds to me absurd. She's trying to say something like, because in my previous abusive relationships, when I would say something that she was afraid to share that she had said those things because of that, something like that is happening that she's trying to say, and it makes zero sense.
It makes no sense. What the fuck is she talking about? I'm gonna get that bitch back or whatever. Like whatever she was gonna say makes no sense.
Like I deleted it.
Being afraid of having those texts out there because my former abuser was gonna read them.
No, because in my former, since he's my abuser. And I had this other abusive situation. Whenever I shared texts in my other abusive
with law enforcement, like
right?
That's the other question,
right? It makes no sense. And no,
how many times has she done this with former employees or lovers, whatever the case may be? I mean, if she cries wolf on the reg, that's a problem.
I mean, I would have told her you have to save responses like that for when they come at you on cross.
Yeah.
Because then it seems like they're not letting you say something you want to say instead of you trying to say shit you're not allowed to say.
Well, yeah, for sure. But I mean,
I would have told her save that explanation for when they come at you on cross, unless it's such a ridiculous explanation that it should, which it sounds like it is, that it should never be said. So.
But I mean, the bigger problem is that you still have to kind of address it if you're the Commonwealth.
Yeah. Why did you say you want to get back at that bitch? You call him,
right.
And this explanation is nonsense. They should have, like you said, they should have asked her what the reason was and then been like, oh, yeah, you can't say that.
Well, they didn't prep her. It's so evident here. I mean, she was not ready for this. This thing went to trial fast.
They can't give her the answers, so that's good, I guess.
Well, they can ask you the questions, though.
Right.
Agreed.
So they would have known and then been like, yeah, no, that I don't want you to say that.
Right. That's not a good answer.
He would. The objection is sustained. There's no question there. Again, the jurors will disregard it. Sidebar.
Right now, the judge is admonishing. I was wondering that. How long till the judge admonishes the state? Control your fucking witness. You should have controlled her before she stepped up here. What the fuck is going on?
Should have prepped her.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Of at least what not to say.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Only clock.
She's getting admonished.
Yeah, I think at some point, I think we can probably power through this day, but I think we'll switch over to Trial World TV, presuming that he's cool with us using his shit. Just give me the okay, then chat and let me know. And I'll for the rest of it after this day, because there's only looks like a couple more hours.
Send out the request so we get. I'm sure that
he's here in chat.
Oh, well, I'm sure the people would rather us have a clean.
The fear of how we proceed.
All right, go back. I talked over it. Sorry.
May be seated.
So the question was, why did you delete text messages when you provided them to the Dedham police?
The fear of how we proceed.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Approaching now with the main direct potential is marked as Exhibit 3. Do you mind looking through this? It's a number of pages. And when you're kind of...
All right, so we know, I'm assuming, we don't know if she left the stand, right? I don't know if she left the stand and left the courtroom. What do you think of that answer?
It's a much better answer.
It's a good answer. It's almost too good.
Truthful, right?
It's almost too good.
Yeah, based on what she has been saying thus
Very
far.
lawyerly.
It's very lawyerly.
It's a very lawyerly answer.
Well, I'm pretty sure the judge told him, "I need you to go out there and admonish your witness." So he probably, helped her along with that one while they were out there.
Shouldn't do that.
Shouldn't do that.
Shouldn't do that.
No.
That a little bit, you can look back.
Cannot convince me she came up with that on her own. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm trying to say.
No.
That's what I'm getting at.
This popcorn was a good move.
Put a perfect amount of seasoning on it too. Yeah.
I'm reading all of them or just that first page?
Have you got a few of those? Let me say, from what you've seen, do you recognize what these seem to be?
Yes.
What are these?
Text messages about the,
Do you know who the text messages are between?
yes, between me and Mr. Diggs.
And do you know when these text messages are from?
12-2. Yeah, 12-2.
So were those text messages that were going on between you and me that morning of that day?
Yes.
And if I can ask you to maybe go to the third last page on this.
And this whole thing?
I was just going to say her own lawyer also was not allowed to talk to her about her testimony in the middle of her testimony. But I was just saying, because someone had commented she's got her own lawyer in court. So
Yeah, no one can tell her how to testify while she's on the stand.
Right.
At all. And frankly, when she's not off the stand, you can't feed witnesses answers prior to. So, here's the script. This is what you're going to say. It's not allowable. But when she's on the stand, it's absolutely verboten.
It's her workers' comp lawyer. Yeah, I'm sure he's saying nothing.
Yeah, come on. Workers' comp. What?
Workers' comp covers intentional assaults?
Yes.
So on the top page, there's a text that says pussy, right?
Yes.
And who sent that?
I did.
And how did Mr. Diggs respond?
Show me I'm pussy.
And how did you respond?
Will do.
And were those the last text messages sent before Mr. Diggs hit you?
Yes. I'm not mistaken.
Your Honor, may I approach once more? Yes. Bringing your attention now to what's marked Exhibit 4. Could you look through a few of these? And do you recognize what these are?
Yes.
And what are these?
These are messages that I sent him asking to be paid.
And do you know when around these were from?
It was a couple of days after. They were at Basel. 12-5 it says. Yeah, I know. I was begging for my money for a while.
She's a broke-ass private rich person's chef.
Just, I think, final question. When he was in the room, when he slapped you, when he threw you in a headlock, was there anyone else in the room but you two?
Just us two.
And were there other people in the house?
Yes.
Do you know where they were in the house?
Downstairs. I'm not mistaken.
Hence all the questions about the house layout.
Shy, is it Shy?
Yeah.
How did you know Shy Charles?
She works for him.
Okay, so
She braids his hair.
and so has she known you longer or him longer?
Him longer.
No further questions, John.
Let's go.
Oh man. This is gonna be good. That was an absolute shit show. This is gonna be I mean, she was not feeling great up there during this. she's about to eat it. She's about to get spoon fed.
So
her
hard
ass.
for it, honey. I had
Yeah,
I had to
Emily C
follow
was
up on
saying,
Sharon's
like,
text.
talk about like flamethrowing your career.
No
She
one's
done.
ever hiring her.
She done.
Look, did you hear my follow up to Sharon's? So hard
Uh-uh.
for it, honey.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ms. Adams, today is not the first day you've told the story of what you say happened on December 2nd, true?
True.
The first time you told the story was on December 16th, right?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
And that was to Officer Ellis of the Dedham Police Department,
Yes.
right? And you sat with Officer Ellis, right?
Yes.
And you told him your story,
Yes.
and he took notes of what you were saying,
Yes.
because what you were saying was important to issuing a criminal complaint, right?
Objection.
I don't know what a criminal complaint is. I was
Well-
making a report. I don't know.
You were making a report to the police
Yes.
about what you said was a violent assault, correct?
Yes.
And your purpose in making a report to the police about a violent assault was to start a criminal case.
No. I made a criminal report to have a report to document it.
So documentation was important to you, right?
Yes.
The story that you just told to this jury under oath was very different from what you told to Officer Ellis. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
What you said to Officer Ellis when you reported this crime, this so-called crime, is that you had been having an ongoing text exchange over money owed to you.
Yes.
You told the police officer who filed the criminal complaint in this case, based on your word, that your fight with Mr. Diggs on December 2nd was over money. True?
Yes.
Except you just testified under oath to this jury that you didn't start talking about money until December 5th, right?
What did you say?
You just testified under oath to this jury.
I had been begging for my money since December the 5th. Mr. Diggs, and throughout those messages, you can see that I was begging for my money since that day.
Which message? Are you talking about Exhibit 3 that you just looked at?
It's other messages that you guys should have me begging for my money from Mr. Diggs.
Ms. Adams,
Yes.
do you recall testifying under oath to this jury that your fight on December 2nd was about Lindsay, your anger at Lindsay, and you being told you couldn't go on the Miami trip?
My anger was at Stefon. I never said my anger was at Lindsay.
You were angry at Stefon on December 2nd
Yes.
because you were told you couldn't go on
I was
Miami.
angry at Stefon because we were friends. He told me at the last minute I could not go to Art Basel.
And yet when you walked into the police station on December 16th, you said you had been having an ongoing text exchange over money owed to you.
Yes. Money owed to me after I asked Mr. Diggs on December the 2nd, when can I get paid?
Your Honor, may I approach?
Just so you know, that art festival they're talking about, that's the one that our buddy Chris goes to, Monahan,
Yeah.
all the time, every year.
Great pause, babe.
Uh-oh.
About to sneeze.
Is she about to sneeze? Or is she saying, oh, shit? I don't know. Is that a yawn?
I don't know what that was.
Your Honor, you've seen it sidebar. Yeah.
Do you recognize that document that I've shown you as the police report that was prepared based on your statements on December 16th?
Yes.
You've seen this report before.
Yes. I need it.
And you see on the report where it says, she said that on this date, the male that she worked for entered her unlocked bedroom. They had been having an ongoing text exchange over money owed to Adams. She said that they began to discuss this, which apparently angered the male.
I did
Here's my
not.
question pending yet. Do you see that language?
Yeah.
Did you say that to Police Officer Ellis on December 16th?
Yes, I see it.
And I wasn't sure about it.
To my recollection, it was true. We did discuss money.
Ms. Adams, you just testified under oath about what happened on December 2nd. correct?
Okay, I also didn't put in the police report our sexual relationship. because I was ashamed the police report got leaked. I didn't put a lot of things. The most important thing was the attack in the police report. Me reporting anything outside of why he got upset, I didn't feel the need to put it. I was scared of how it was received by the public. He's in a very public relationship with Cardi B. So I did not put a lot of things in the police report. My most important thing was him assaulting me and choking me inside. So that was the most important thing that I put in the police report. I was very vague. I didn't feel the need that I had to go and explain the relationship.
When you were asked questions, you actually gave.
I didn't feel.
You must wait until I finish the question.
Wait until counsel answers the question. Answer it, you don't understand it.
Because you didn't feel it was important. When you were asked questions about what happened on December 2nd, you lied.
It did not change what happened on December 2nd.
I'm
It
gonna
did
try
not
my
change what happened on December 2nd. He choked and slapped me.
Ms. Adams, I'm going to try my question again. Because you didn't think it was important. When you asked the questions of Dedham Police Officer Ellis on December 16th, you lied.
I did not lie. I just did not expand on detail on the relationship I had with Mr. Diggs.
That's lying by omission. Sorry,
Well, but
lady.
she said the fight was over money and it wasn't. So that is the actual lie.
That is the lie, but she's also lying about everything else.
Right.
I mean, she's lying by omission.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel that that was important. The sexual relationship, I didn't feel like that was important. I didn't feel it was important that he was upset because I told him I was not in love with him like those other women. I was ashamed of being with him. I didn't feel the need to explain it to the police officer.
Please answer the question.
Under oath, on December 2nd, when you claim Mr. Diggs walked into your room, you had not been having a text exchange fight over money.
The last text exchange fight was over money. The last text exchange was me saying, you need to pay me out for the rest of the season. I'm out of your life. Give me the money for my business in that order. That was the last text exchange. His response to me.
Well, ma'am, before we get to his response, why don't we get
You
to
will
what
be
you
paying
were
me out
responding
for the
to?
season
Oh,
and the money
yeah.
that you will give me for my business. Wasted my.
Where are you at? She's just fucking popping off. She just opened her shit and started reading it. She's run amok. You're muted. So she's a runaway train right now.
I was reading the comments you put up. You know, I can't concentrate on everything at once. Plus
Oh.
the popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Rewind it. I want to hear it again.
Okay.
Under oath, on December 2nd, when you claim Mr. Diggs walked into your room, you had not been having a text exchange fight over money.
The last text exchange fight was over money. The last text exchange was me saying, you need to pay me out for the rest of the season. I'm out of your life. Give me the money for my business in that order. That was the last text exchange. His response to me.
Well, ma'am, before we get to his response, why don't we get
You
to
will
what
be
you
paying
were
me out for
responding
the
to?
season and the money you said you will give me for my business. Wasted my, excuse my language, fucking time being here because you have a, excuse my language, a fucking circus going on. I am out of your life. I am ruining that bitch life.
All right, Ms. Adams, you're going to listen to counsel's question. You're
Well,
going to answer
glad you
question,
added that
and you're going to
bitch
make
life
next
part at the
question.
end.
It's not an opportunity for you just to say whatever comes to mind.
Okay.
All right, it is to be responsive to the question presented.
Okay.
Next question.
Thank you, Anna. That response that you just read, that was actually a response to something Steph wrote to you, right?
That was a text exchange over
Yes or
money.
no question now.
What was your question?
What you just read into the record, that was a response to a text message that Steph sent to you, correct?
Yes.
And in that request, in that message that Steph sent to you, you understood you were getting fired, right?
No.
What Steph wrote to you is, "I'm gonna leave you be. Thank you for cooking for me for this season. I appreciate you. Hate it even got to this, but oh well." Right?
Yes.
And you understood when you received that he was telling you you were not going to be cooking for him anymore.
No.
You didn't understand that.
No.
And that's why you responded with, "You will be paying me out this season and the money you owe me."
No.
Because you knew you were about to lose your job, right?
I was not about to lose my job.
You didn't understand, "I'm gonna leave you be. Thank you for cooking for me this season. I appreciate you. Hate it even got like this," as a sign that you were about to lose your job.
No.
In any event, you didn't tell Officer Ellis on December 16th when you reported this assault any of that, right?
That text, the last text message was about money. The last back and forth text messages was about money. Money he owed me for not finishing out the contract, and money he owed me that he said that he would invest in my business. So
Not
I
finishing out
took
the
a lower
contract.
pay because Stefon agreed that I will have chance to work on my business by working with
This
him.
out. There's no question in front of you right now. And
So you knew you were getting fired.
answer the question.
There is only one way to take that.
She just said because I wasn't finishing out my contract. So that
Right.
come on, lady.
I'm going to fucking leave you be and thank you for feeding me during the season is finality.
Yeah. No,
That's
for
it.
sure. But she just confirms it.
Yeah.
With,
I mean,
you know,
she's full of shit.
yeah.
I mean, that's her problem. I mean, she's got no credibility.
Right.
You know, I'm curious, and I don't know if we're going to get to it or not, but I want to hear the details that she gave when she gave the police report in terms of the encounter itself, the alleged encounter.
Right.
I don't know if we're going to get to that, but we'll see.
It's not an opportunity for you just to end with your story.
You told other falsehoods.
I mean, I have to say the judge has given her a very long rope to fucking pop off like she has. You know, and frankly, so is the defense. I mean,
Where's Cardi B?
Where is Cardi B? Where is she?
To Officer Ellis, didn't you?
No, not to my knowledge.
You told Officer Ellis that you had injuries from this alleged assault, right?
I told him I had bruising, meaning redness, and soreness on my throat.
Oops. I mean, redness.
That's weird.
You told him you had bruising on your neck, right?
It was like red. It was in like purple bruises. On the incident report, pull that up.
You didn't have any injuries when you walked into the police office on December 16th, did you?
No, because that happened on December 2nd.
Right. So any injuries that you would have had, you had a reason for why they weren't there, right?
It happened, it faded. The fading went away the night.
Okay, does there exist a human being on the planet that doesn't think that this woman would have taken a million fucking pictures of whatever injuries she would have had? She knew that would have been like, I'm frankly surprised that she wouldn't have made her own injuries. Like, all right, like I got to make some red shit on my throat. I'm going to rub my shit for, you know, like
At
Fight
least
Club
slap
style.
a cheek a couple times.
Yeah, just anything. I mean, if anybody doesn't think that this woman in particular would have taken a million pictures, as many as she would have gotten her people, got the lighting all right. It's like, oh, what's the best angle to show this red shit on my face? It don't add up. It does not add up. And she, I mean, if she knew, like, I don't know when the idea to turn around and sue his ass, like I think we're going to get to it, when that dawns on her. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of conversations with her homies going, you know, at the same time. So, you know, like advising her how she should approach this or how she could take advantage of this situation. You know what I mean? And it's like, it might have been too late. Like if she didn't take, because you're going to be able to see the hash values, you're going to be able to see the metadata from when the pictures are taken. So, I mean, if she doesn't have them from the second or even the third, she's screwed.
And did you take any pictures of your injuries?
I was in shock. The first thing was not to take pictures. It was
Wow, babe.
to get it together.
What?
I thought you just testified under oath that you had just received a text message from a woman named Anna. That's Anna Kokolis, right?
You're in the
Did you
wrong
hear her
timeline.
just ask her about the pictures?
You didn't just testify.
Oh, what'd she say?
Where are the pictures?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And now she's asking her about her conversations with her homies.
Mhm.
Under
You're on the
oath
wrong
that you-
timeline.
You didn't just testify under oath that you were sitting on your bed, reading a cookbook, got a text message from Anna, and Mr. Diggs walked into your room?
Mr. Diggs walked in minutes after I texted him. That's how I based the time on what time he walked in the room.
Okay. So you had a phone in your hand when he walked in the room?
My phone was on the bed. I was reading a book. I wasn't texting her in the moment of Mr. Diggs walking in the room.
No. Okay. But you had a phone right there in your room?
Yes.
It's an iPhone?
Yes.
It's got a camera on it?
Yes.
You can take videos with it?
Yes.
And you do take videos with it?
Yes.
You take pictures with it?
Yes.
You take pictures of yourself with it?
Yes.
A lot?
Not often.
Not often. You have social media account for your business, don't you?
Yes.
Do you post things on your social media account?
I'm not as active as I should be.
You don't use your iPhone to take videos or pictures for that?
I'm not a very active person on social media.
I see. But you certainly had a phone in your room and you claim you were violently assaulted and injured, right?
That has nothing to do or justify the reason I was attacked.
It's a yes or no question, ma'am.
Yes, I had a phone.
You took no pictures of your face or your neck or
That
your
has
neck?
nothing to do.
I need to finish my question.
Okay.
You took no pictures of your face on December 2nd, did you?
No.
No pictures of your neck on December 2nd, right?
No.
No pictures of your chest on December 2nd.
No.
You said Mr. Diggs hit you across the face. Did you have any marks on your face?
No.
That's suspicious.
You understand Mr. Diggs is a professional football player, right?
Yes.
He's an elite athlete.
I don't know. He's an athlete.
You don't know that he's an elite athlete?
I guess.
Okay.
You call him that.
And you testified he slapped you across your face?
Yes.
And you had no marks from it?
I was red. It's red. I'm lighter complexion.
Bruises, they get worse over time. Do you agree with me?
It was redness. It wasn't bruises.
Hang on.
Yeah, we heard you correct that. Started with bruises.
I had redness, mark like I'm light skinned. I turn red when
You also get bruises, don't you?
if I hit something hard. Yeah.
Right. And bruises get worse over time, right?
Okay. I'm not
Do they?
sure. I'm not sure. I don't get bruises a lot. I don't recall.
Do you recall telling Officer Ellis you were bruised on December 2nd?
So in your entire life of living on this planet, you've never received enough bruises just from bumps, falling, injuring yourself
I mean,
on anything.
it's pretty
come
much
on,
common knowledge the bruise comes the next day. Okay?
dude. I mean,
The
in the
bruise, it comes the next day. Or
the
it's the
shit
worst the
gets-
next day.
yeah, and it
Okay.
gets darker as it progresses. It gets weirder looking as it
Yes,
goes. As
it's
it starts to
worse.
fade, it gets worse before it
Before
gets better.
better.
I mean,
It only takes about 2 to know that.
My idea of bruising is hurt, soreness, hurting. I was red. It was redness. My face was red and on my chest was red. I didn't turn purple or pink or anything like that. I didn't. It was redness.
Because you didn't have any injuries when you walked into the police station on December 16th, Officer Ellis actually sent you a form to fill out to describe
called
the
it.
injuries that you said you had on December 2nd, right?
Yes.
And you filled out that form, right?
Yes.
And you didn't do it on December 16th, did you?
No.
He actually emailed it to you, and you took 2 days, and then you emailed it back. True?
Yes.
Okay. And on that form, you put that your chest and throat were very sore for days after, right?
Yes.
And you put that you had redness, tenderness, pain, and bruising on your neck, right?
Like I said, bruising for me is redness.
You can't
It's
say
sore,
both.
Redness
Well, you filled out.
faded away and literally like maybe by the next day, if earlier than that.
Ms. Adams, when did you learn that the defense had provided videos of you to the Commonwealth?
Maybe yesterday or Friday, I think. Sometime last week when I spoke with Drew.
So last Thursday, you met with Mr. Virtue to prepare for your testimony, right?
Yes.
And you met with your lawyer as well, right?
Yes.
Your lawyer is representing you in an effort to get money from Mr. Diggs. True?
My lawyers represented me my workers' comp claim, the injuries that I received on the job that Mr. Diggs refused to pay for. That's what my lawyers represented me for.
Are you sure about that, ma'am?
She is my workers. I got my lawyer from workers' comp.
We'll come back to that. Let's stay with the form.
She's saying she got other
You-
injuries.
Told Officer Ellis on December 18th, so now 16 days after you said you were assaulted, that you had redness, bruising, and soreness on your chest, right?
I told him that I wrote that.
Well, you wrote it in a form. You took your time and you chose
I
which
checked
answers
marks.
to give,
Yes.
right? Okay. And you told him your shoulders were red and very sore. Right?
Right. This whole area up here was sore. Across my chest, up here.
And you told him your whole body was sore, actually, didn't you?
It was.
You told him it was difficult for you to sleep.
I was very upset.
And I think you testified today that Steph supposedly put his forearm around your neck,
Steph did put his forearm on my neck.
not his hand.
No.
Okay. But you told Officer Ellis he used his hand, didn't you?
I think I used this. This is the crook of his elbow. That is in rubber.
You're on an approach.
I mean, I'm sorry, but you can't say to you bruisedness is redness.
That's the form that you filled out over a course of 2 days and sent back to Officer Ellis, true?
Yeah.
And if you look right in under the heading, method and or manner of strangulation suffocation, right in the maybe top third of that page. You see that?
Yeah.
Question number 2. How was the victim strangled? Check all that apply. See that?
Forearm, right hand.
You told him you were strangled with his right hand,
The
true?
forearm, right hand. That is what's checked.
Okay, but you just testified under oath it was only his forearm.
This is the right side. I'm little. Everything went across my neck.
So
So
you were,
that is what I meant by forearm, right hand was his whole right side. Right hand was the smack, and forearm was the choke. How was the victim strangled? That was right hand meant smack, but his whole right arm was across my chest.
you also estimated the level of pressure that the suspect used during strangulation. Do you remember doing that?
Yes. I peed myself, and I came back on my cycle really heavy.
So that was
So
a
it
yes
was
or no questionnaire.
hard.
You gave it a yes. You remember doing that, right?
Yes.
Is that a thing? Some
And you had a
women out
choice.
there tell
Low
me,
is a
is that a
1
thing?
and 10 is a high. See that?
Yes.
What'd you pick?
10.
10.
Yes.
You said Mr. Diggs is 6 feet tall. He's actually 6'2", right?
I don't know.
You don't know how tall he is. You've known him for 4.5 years.
I don't know. He's taller than me. Way taller than me.
Okay. And you know he lifts weights every day, right? He takes hits from 300-pound men, right? For his job. True?
I guess.
Do you know that?
No, I don't know what his role is. I thought he run the ball. I don't know people. I'm not sure what he does.
How many games that Steph Diggs has played in have you attended?
I don't know football. I don't watch it to know what's what. I've attended a couple games.
The question
Pause
was,
it, babe.
how many?
All right. So, this is just the AI overview because I usually skip that, but it's giving me a quick answer. So it says a significant, because I said, does your period get worse or reemerge if you get an injury somewhere random on your body? I should have just said face, but whatever. And it says, yes, a significant random injury or traumatic event can cause your period to re-emerge unexpectedly if you were between cycles or become heavier due to severe stress.
Mm.
The physical stress and shock of an injury can cause hormonal fluctuations that, in turn, affect the timing and flow of your menstrual cycle.
I mean, it's possible.
There's one injury or traumatic thing that I've known can cause reemerging of the period, but I thought it had to be at a specific action.
I mean, maybe this has happened in her other abusive relationships and she's importing it into this story. Or, she used AI.
An old dog says someone with a psych degree might know.
All right. I mean,
Of Stefon Diggs' games have you gone to and watched?
Gone to maybe 4.
And you don't know that he gets tackled in that game?
I don't watch it, honestly. I'm just there for the vibes. I don't really know what be going on in football. I don't know the rules.
she's just there for the vibes. I'm just going for the fucking vibes, yo. That's it. I don't know what he does. Wait, is there a game going on down there? What? Is this baseball? Was that a home run? What?
I think you will agree with me, that if Stefon Diggs used 10 out of 10 force on your neck,
It was 10 for me. For my little body and what I couldn't breathe, it was a 10 for me.
the question was, estimate the level of pressure that the suspect used during strangulation.
It felt a 10 to me. I could not breathe.
So you chose to answer a different question than the one you were asked.
This questionnaire is about me. Why wouldn't I answer it about me? This is not a questionnaire that's a united, I don't know how to say it, a global, this is about me. This is what happened to me.
Okay. But you will agree with me, hypothetically speaking, if Stefon Diggs used 10 out of 10 strength to choke someone, anyone,
They're going to
that
be
person
choked.
would have bruises on their neck.
I would not agree.
You will agree that if Stefon Diggs used 10 out of 10 force to choke you, you would have bruises on your neck. Now, you went to New York, you said, on the evening of December 2nd, true?
True.
And you stayed there until December 9th?
Yes.
You had your phone with you all week?
Yes.
You took messages, you sent text messages?
Yes.
We know that because that's when you started talking about your money, right?
That did what?
You testified.
I asked for my money. I didn't talk about money. I asked for him to have finance sign off to pay me.
My mistake.
Yes. Thank you.
We'll get to that money too. And you didn't think it was important to record your injuries or take photos?
No, I was in shock. This is someone that I love that put his hands on me. That was not my first instinct, was to go and take a photo.
Sure. And then December 3rd, you didn't take any pictures?
No.
And December
It's a
4th?
very complicated relationship. No, I did not take photos.
And you didn't take any videos?
No.
And you didn't go to the ER?
No.
You didn't go to a walk-in?
He already had paid my medical bills. Why would I go get more medical bills?
Objection, Your Honor, move to strike.
The answer will be strict and non-responsive. Yours will disregard and not consider.
You didn't seek any medical attention, right?
Unpaid medical bills.
Your Honor?
All right, by the way, it would not be immediate.
When you
Would
were
not
with
be a menstrual change
Shy and
immediate.
Tally for that week in New York City, you didn't say anything to them about
I don't know Tally. I just met Tally on the night of December the 2nd.
Okay.
Shy Charles has her own personal
Yeah.
relationship with
Yeah.
Stefon.
I need to be able to ask you questions.
Okay, I
and
thought
you
I
need
was
to be able to
still answering the first question that you said. You didn't let me finish.
Ms. Adams, I think it's a question at a time. Okay, this is an opportunity for a narrative, and so let her ask her question, all right, and then answer the question, and if there is, if you're feeling that you're not being allowed to interject, just take the question out.
Come on, lady.
You didn't-
Answer the questions.
You're not being assaulted.
These
You
are
can
not
do it.
people I trust to tell anything of that nature to.
They're just people that you trust to spend a week with.
These are people that I met through Stefon Diggs. I had no choice because they wouldn't have had no money
I thought you just testified you had a ticket to Atlanta,
that Sonny brought.
and then you changed on December 2nd, right?
Yes.
And then you changed your ticket to Atlanta to go to New York with
Yes.
Shy and Sonny. I'm sorry, with Shy and Tolly, right?
Yes.
So you did have someplace else to
I
go.
changed the ticket because I didn't have money for Ubers to get home in Atlanta. Shy was going to pick me up from the airport.
Okay.
When I say I
I
was
didn't have a
broke,
place to stay in Atlanta.
I
gave
was
up my
broke.
place to stay with Stefon Diggs. So I didn't have money for a hotel or Airbnb to go home to Atlanta.
All right, Ms. Adams, up for the next one.
Thank you. You've traveled with Shy before, right?
Yes.
You went with her to Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
You're actually friends with her, aren't you?
Associates,
Right.
co-workers.
Well, you traveled to another country with Shy.
It's levels to friends. It was a co-worker. I just met Shy in August.
Did Steph go on that trip to Trinidad and Tobago?
No.
Okay. And that was in the fall of 2025.
Yes.
And then you went on another trip in the fall of 2025 to see Shy, right?
No, I didn't go on a trip. I was told to leave the house. So I went to stay with Shy because I didn't have anywhere to stay.
Okay. And Shy picked you up in her car, you said?
Yes.
And can you describe what the inside of her car looks like?
It's a white car. I think it's burgundy or something like that.
So the outside is white?
Yes.
And then the inside is burgundy.
If most as I remember, I can't say exact.
Okay. And Shy has a dash cam right in her car, doesn't she?
Not that I'm aware of.
You didn't see a dash cam in her car?
No, I saw you see the speedometer and stuff like that.
No, not down on the panel where people look when they're driving. Up on the top of her car. There's a bar on the top of her car with a dash cam on it, right?
No, I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
No.
Did Shy ever tell you that she had a dash cam in her car?
No.
Okay.
well, we
Did
got
you know
pictures.
that you were being recorded on that dash cam on December 2nd?
What row?
Did you know you were being recorded on December 3rd?
No.
You know now you were recorded, correct?
Yes.
And you've seen the videos that came from Shy's dash cam in her car, true?
No.
Oh, you haven't seen them yet?
No.
You're about to.
Your Honor, permission to publish Exhibit 5. I understand.
Oh, boy.
What row?
Whoa, no.
Oh no. Oh no. Good night. You done? I don't want to do this anymore.
No.
I'm good.
Waving the white flag. Sorry. Changed my mind. Bloop, bloop. That was a good one, babe.
You know
Man,
who knows all about all this shit we're about to see?
Stefon.
No, the fucking Commonwealth.
Oh, right.
How in the world do you bring this case?
I'm just gonna re-raise this, okay?
Oh my
She
God.
testified on the stand. Well, when I say bruising, I mean redness. But she hand wrote out the words redness and bruising.
Well, I mean, I'm here to tell you,
I'm here to
when there's a box talking about how you were strangled or how you were choked, and she says his hand, that's a very definitive image in your mind. That means somebody's choking you out with their hand. That's a
Right.
whole different thing.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
I
like,
kind of wish we had another thing of popcorn.
I mean, I put down a pretty damn big bowl. I
It
mean,
was one. We each had one full popcorn bag of popcorn.
oh yeah,
So
I put it down pretty
me
good.
too.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm here for it.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And I believe you testified that you first became aware that there were videos of you last week.
Yes.
Just not this one. Enough to know I couldn't stick with that whole bruising story, but
I don't know, Ms. Adams, were you able to see that person in that video?
I can barely
If
see
not, we
it.
can play it.
Oh yeah, turn the brightness up, for God's sakes.
So while this is playing, Ms. Adams, do you recognize that person on the video as you?
Yes.
And you're sitting in the front seat of Shai's car?
Yes.
And this is you when you were just after you were picked up from LaGuardia Airport on December 2nd, right?
Yes.
Was there someone else in the car to your memory?
No.
I'm sorry?
No, not when she picked me up.
Okay. Did Tally Moses also get picked up from LaGuardia just after you?
No, she picked up her boyfriend's house.
Okay. But she was eventually in that car with you. So Shai was driving the car, is that right?
Yes.
And then you're in the front passenger seat as we see you?
Yes.
And then did Tally sit in the back behind you? I'm sorry? Behind Shai? Okay. And this was all on December 2nd?
Yes.
And this is the day you say you were violently assaulted?
Yes, that doesn't justify prove that I wasn't assaulted because the murder had to take place.
Okay?
What'd she say?
What'd she say?
Mr. Kettlewell, can we
Rewind. It's something about to prove I wasn't assaulted in the United States. I don't know.
I thought she was saying to save face. I don't know.
Oh, that might have just been what the
caption
the
said
captions
United
put up.
States, but it sounded like she said something about saving face. I don't know.
Okay.
did you? I'm sorry? Behind Shai? Okay.
Tell you what, Shai needs to take a little sham and fucking clean off the lens to her dashboard cam. That shit's pretty greasy looking.
And this was all on December 2nd? Yes. And this is the day you say you were violently assaulted?
Yes, that doesn't justify or prove that I wasn't assaulted because the murder had to take place.
Okay?
You're talking about saving face.
Mr. Kettlewell, can we
Makes me
also
want to clean
show
off
the
my
next
camera.
video? It's also on Exhibit 5.
Your Honor, just for clarification, there's Exhibit 5, I think it's just a number of videos in one exhibit.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, that's better. Oh yeah.
Do you recognize the person in this video?
Yeah.
And that's you in Shai's car again?
Yeah.
And this is the next day, right? It's December 3rd. Do you recognize that? Well, I might not be able to see. I'll give you, Mr. Kettlewell, this is marked as Exhibit 5 also, the seals,
Those are
6 and 7. I should have marked as Exhibit 7.
The broken baker.
Do you recognize that?
All she did is pee her
And that's
pants.
you in Shai's car, right? When you visited her in New York City? And you say you don't remember if that's, what date that is? Karen, I'm sorry, the question later. I could directors.
I didn't say I remember. I didn't remember what date.
Oh.
I can't tell the date. I don't remember. I was in her car statement of the week.
Okay.
You're telling me it's something.
If I can direct your attention to this line right here. See that with this 2025 1203. Do you know what that means? Okay. But this is you on your New York trip with Shy in her car.
My New York State, Shy.
Okay.
This has not been preliminarily marked. Price of offering it.
I believe that is intended to be in the thumb drive. Well, it's in the thumb drive separately.
Still, though, I think Mr. Court is referencing that now been marked as 6 or 7. That'd be one thing.
I have no objection to those stills being marked as 6 and 7.
Thank you.
This is the exhibit 7. That's been
Yes, thank you, Mr. Clerk. And this is,
put a copy for the court.
yes. Exhibit 6.
I mean, I feel you, Iceman.
Yeah, but Iceman's comment begs the question.
Why bring the case?
Why bring the case?
But like you said, the guy being reelected wants the case brought, but this specific prosecutor is like, I'm being forced to do this. Somebody's holding a gun to my head. I don't want to be here.
I mean,
he's got to do what the big guy tells him.
You have the autonomy if you're working in the office to go to your fucking boss and say, you know what, dude? No, this is a fucking steaming pile of shit. You're sending me in to get slaughtered.
He must be low man on the totem pole. Look at him.
I mean,
somebody said no.
He's got that haircut.
I mean, otherwise, this would be an exciting case for a prosecutor to take. They'd have like the cream of the crop, being like, hell yeah, I got an NFL player, Cardi B's boyfriend. This is going to be some, get my name out there.
It's got all the shit.
Got all the shit. No, nobody wanted it.
No, the dog case.
This guy's the low man on the totem pole.
This fucking guy walked into work one day and that shit was on his desk. And he's like, what? He's like, wait, Stefon Diggs, what the fuck? Starts flipping through it. He's like, where's the pictures though? Like, where are the injuries? Like, are we really taking a case with no pictures of any injuries of any kind in a he said, she said case? And you expect me to go to trial on this shit?
I know that you just handed me a pile of dog shit. I know if this was any bit better, someone above me would have it.
I mean, right. The fact that it's on my desks speaks volumes.
Everything.
That's all I need to know.
And then you also had some videos taken of you by Tolly while you were in New York, right?
I don't remember. I don't recall.
Do you remember? Well, first, you, Shy, and Tolly all stayed in Brooklyn, in New York, from December 2nd to December 9th, right?
Yes.
And you all stayed in the same bedroom?
Yes.
Slept in the same bedroom?
Yes.
Oh, you know what KPT's getting? Not now.
Okay, good.
So what we're gonna do? We're gonna watch the
rest
state
today,
case, and then tomorrow we'll watch the defense.
And we'll sing "Happy Birthday" at the end of today.
Yeah, exactly. You know how we do.
How we do.
You know how we do.
We do.
Are we gonna do it in the same room though, or are you gonna refuse? Because
I'm gonna take the headphones off.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that worked last time, but I don't remember.
A lot of the time that week. True?
Mostly, yes.
Okay. And there was one night where you and Tolly were kind of goofing around with the video and taking videos. Do you remember that?
I don't recall it.
Okay. Mr. Kettlewell, can we play Exhibit 8? And
she doesn't know about that.
We do. I would move Exhibit 8 into evidence. It's a video from December 6th.
Well, you can't move it to evidence until someone.
No objection to that.
Okay, unless that happens.
And Ms. Adams, did you recognize the person on that video?
Yes.
Who is that?
Me.
And that's in Shy's bedroom, right?
Yes.
Where you and Tolly and Shy spent the entire week, right?
Majority Tolly was sleeping on the couch some days.
I'm sorry?
Tolly was sleeping on the couch some days.
Okay. But in that video, that was Tolly was videoing you, right?
Okay, I don't recall that.
You don't remember that?
Yeah, but we were up there.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Mr. Kettlewell, and I would move in exhibit,
No, I don't like it. No.
which is another video from that same time.
For me, it sounds perfect
December 6th.
every time. But then when I go watch it on the live, it's no bueno.
Thank you.
We're gonna have to change that brand. We're gonna rebrand. I'm coming upstairs.
Rebranding. Oh, what? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey. Hey.
I'm just gonna say this though.
Is that was you on the
Had
video?
she
Yes.
been strangled and slapped 2 days
And John, I would
before,
move in stills.
this
exhibit
proves
9
nothing.
and 10.
Oh, yeah. You think she'd be getting down a couple days later?
I mean, I think she very well could be.
I mean,
you know.
she was.
know.
We know that. Like,
I'm just saying.
let's
you
watch
know,
it again because it was fire. What
It
a
was
dance.
fire.
What a dance.
It
Oh
was
yeah.
fire.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I think the point is more. There's no redness. There's no bruising.
Oh, I thought it was that she dances like shit. That's some like Elaine Bennis shit right there. All she needed was like the stiff kick leg out front, you know. You know, it's basically Elaine.
Everybody's
Pretty
telling
much.
me. But what about all that soreness?
Ms. Adams, that was you on that video, correct?
Yes.
And John, I would move in stills as exhibit 9 and 10.
I just want to say for the record that I had no formal training in terms of dancing. So, you know, I don't want y'all to judge me on that, please. Because, you know, I mean, that's just shit that I learned on my own for years and years of dancing in the clubs. So don't judge me on that, please.
Those are stills from exhibit 8.
No objection.
Workers' comp just left the building. Facts. Facts.
Like, ooh. Ouch.
And Ms. Adams, I just ask you to look at those and tell me if that's a fair and accurate representation of you from the week you spent in New York,
That day, yes.
December 6th, 2025.
Yes.
Your Honor, may I publish to the jury? Thank you. For the record.
Wait, what day is this?
I am offering to the jury exhibits 9 and 10, which are 2 stills taken from the second video of exhibit 8.
No objection.
Are there any more video clips, counsel, you'll be here? Or the lights back?
I think we can put the lights back on.
What a shot there, huh? Glamour shot.
Now, Steph and his group got back from
God.
Miami to his Dedham home on December 7th, correct?
I'm not sure the day he got back. I got back on the
Really?
Tuesday.
It's
Well,
worse?
late in the night.
Oh,
Tuesday,
Lord.
if I'm not mistaken. The night I got.
Well, you know he got back to the Dedham house before you did.
I didn't know.
What time
that.
was that?
When I got there, I realized that he was there. I was in no communication with him on what day he was coming back.
But you were in communication with him.
Tax for my pay, yes.
I thought you got him a gift.
Can you turn to tab C, which has been marked?
Ooh, I'm just about to warn you right now. Scarlett's going to come up here and get in that ass because we haven't found that t-shirt. Oh
How
boy.
much time do we have?
We got exactly 13 minutes before she comes and gets in that.
And how much time on this recording? I mean,
Oh, we got some time left.
As exhibit 3, please.
All right, since you went and made the popcorn, I'm going to listen on the phone.
and find the
And
shirt.
You're going to stay with the class. I'm going to go look for that shirt.
I'll be impressed if you find it.
What?
I've been the finder of things. No,
I
I'm
am
the
the finder.
Not when
I
it
am
comes to clothes randomly in the house.
You've been finding clothes. I can't deny that. You have definitely been pulling clothes
Other things, you're
out your ass. I will have to admit that.
And you testified about the text exchange you had with him at around 12:30 on December 2nd, where you called him a pussy, right?
Yes.
And
Oh,
then
look at her all
he said,
happy.
"Show me if I'm a pussy," and you said, "Will do."
Yes.
Right? And then if you turn the page, if you look to the next message from you, so in Exhibit 3, there are bubbles, right? There's blue bubbles you see and green bubbles.
Yes.
And do you understand the green bubble to be Steph Diggs' messages?
Yes.
And the blue bubbles to be your messages?
Yes.
Okay. And if you look on the page, I hope you're on the right page, it ends in that number on the bottom right corner at 118. Do you see that number? On the approach? Yes. So 117. The page we just looked at. Looking at 118, your first message. And do you see down here these numbers here?
Yes.
So this message was sent on December 5th, correct?
Yes.
Right, and you sent it.
Yes.
So now this is 3 days after the violent assault that you talked about. Right?
Yes.
And what did you say in that message?
How can you approve my favorite finance, please? I have to pay my insurance this month. Thank you. Please and thank you.
Okay. And then if you could look at the next message. Actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's hold that for a second. So you were texting with Steph Diggs in the week you were in December. I'm sorry, in the week in December, you were in New York, right?
I texted Stefon one time.
Okay. But your testimony is you don't know when he was coming back to the Dedham house.
I did. I didn't know exactly.
You did. But you knew he was coming back.
Yes.
Because that would be important to know, right?
I've worked in this industry. I went off of a previous client schedule. They normally will return on Tuesday. So
Well,
I was in guest mode.
But the last time you saw Steph Diggs was when he was assaulting you, you said.
That wasn't the last time I saw Steph Diggs. I said here that I walked in his room after the assault before I was leaving to give him his birthday.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay. You gave him a birthday gift after the assault happened.
We were friends for 4.5 years with a very complicated relationship.
Okay. So if I could ask you actually to turn to Exhibit 4, which is behind the tab D. And Your Honor, this is an evidence. And if you look at that number on the bottom right corner, turn to the page that ends in 173.
I think you should make popcorn while he's looking.
Before we get to that substance, okay?
Mhm.
I think you testified on December 9th you went back to the Dedham house, right?
Yes.
And you got yourself an airplane back to Boston, right?
Sonny got me an airplane back to Boston.
Okay. And you landed at Logan Airport at night.
Yes.
Then you took an Uber to the Dedham house.
Yes.
You arrived around 11:30 p.m.
Yes.
You were alone.
Yes.
You came by yourself.
Yes.
Didn't bring anybody.
No.
Okay. And when you got in the house, you went and knocked on Steph's bedroom door.
I went to put my things away and I knocked on his door. Yes.
I'm sorry.
I went to put my things away and knocked at his door.
And that was around midnight on changing over from December 9th to December 10th, right?
That's what it says here. I don't recall the time before the messages say.
Well, he didn't open his door, did he?
His code was different. He changed the codes when I came back.
Right. Because in that house, the bedrooms all had key codes on each door,
That
didn't
he
they?
controlled. Yes.
Did the bedrooms all have key codes on that door?
Yes, that he controlled.
I'm sorry. This is a yes or no question. See if you can try it. Did all of the bedrooms in that house have different key codes on them?
Yes, that he controlled.
So you can.
What do you mean?
You had a key code on your door, right?
Yes.
And if it was shut, it would be locked, right?
No. The door had issues. I would often text Sonny, could she check and make sure my door was locked?
I'm sorry. When did you text Sonny to please check if your door was locked?
When I left the first week of November, when he made me leave to have female guests over.
Your Honor, let's check.
That answer is not responsible for restriction and the jurors will disregard it.
So on December 9th, round about midnight, when you got back to his house alone,
Yes.
you went and knocked on his door, right?
Yes.
And he didn't open it.
I didn't knock. I tried to get in the door.
Okay, you tried to walk into his door.
No, that's how I would go in his room. I would unlock his door.
Sure, just like always, right?
When he needs food and his door was closed, I would go in his room.
Right.
I never went in his room without permission.
You going in there on December 9th is no different than any other guy, right?
No.
And when you weren't able to get in, you actually sent him a text message, right?
Yes.
And you told him, can you read what you told him?
I was coming to ask you what time you have to be at work and to say hi.
And then you just went right back to work, right?
Yeah, I went to bed.
I'm sorry?
I went into my room.
You went into your room and you went to sleep
Yes.
by yourself
Yes.
in the house?
Yes.
With Steph Diggs there?
Yes.
And then the next morning you got up and you made him breakfast?
Yes.
Now you told Officer Ellis when you reported the assault that you left your position on December 2nd. Do you remember that?
I was saying I left the house. I didn't leave my position. I was really going back to get my things. I had no plan, nowhere to go, so I needed to be nice there.
You're going to get your things, but you slept there and made breakfast?
Did you tell Officer Ellis after the alleged assault on 12/2/2025, Adams left her position and left the residence to stay with a friend in New York?
Left my position mean I left to get on a plane and go. I didn't tell them I quit. That didn't mean that I quit.
You didn't quit.
No.
Did you tell Officer Ellis that on 12/9/2025 you returned to the house just to get your property?
Yes, I was going to get my property.
But you were also going to work for a while first?
Basically, I was going to get my property. I was trying to get my money. I asked Mr. Diggs the next day about my money when I returned to the house.
And you kept on cooking and doing your job for a whole nother week, didn't you?
No, I stopped cooking. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't cook over the weekend because I said on the 11th, I asked Mr. Diggs in front of his mother and Sir Charles about my pay.
Okay.
That was another text.
I'll ask a different question.
Okay.
On several days of that week, you simply kept doing your job, right?
And asking for my pay.
That's a yes or no question now.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
You kept doing your job.
Yes.
Officer Ellis was wrong when he wrote that you left your position on 12/2.
I left the house. So him putting position didn't mean that I left my job as a chef. I left the house on December 2nd.
So you told Officer Ellis that you left your position, but you meant you left the house to go to New York.
So I left for the day. It wasn't that I was saying I quit or saying it in a way that I quit my job. I didn't say that.
You've mentioned Mr. Diggs' assistant, Sunny, a couple of times, right?
Stealing Sunny, yes.
I'm sorry?
Stealing Sunny, that's what he calls her.
Your Honor, I moved to strike, and I'd ask that the witness be instructed to please answer a question.
That answer will be certain address again, if you don't.
Stealing Sunny.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's what he calls her.
Sunny
Stealing
was
Sunny.
Wasn't she?
No.
Ms. Adams, you texted Sunny all the time, didn't you?
Because that was my contact. Go to contact for payment, go to contact if I didn't have access to his card or I didn't have money on my card to order food. And we would discuss things at work.
Still had no
I'm
money.
going to show you a document. Take a look and see if you can recognize that as text messages between you and Sunny.
Mhm.
Oh, of course. Sorry.
The judge
Do you
is
recognize
fighting
that
to stay
document as text
asleep.
messages between you and Sunny?
Awake.
Yes.
Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Your Honor, may I approach? This document doesn't have numbers on it, so I'm just going to go through. Do you see where the messages start on Thursday, December 11th, at 7:44 a.m.? You see that?
Yes.
And this is an exchange between you and Sunny, right?
Yes.
And you write to her, morning, did you change my door code, right?
Yes.
And that's what you were just talking about. Each door has its own door code in Steph Diggs' home, right?
Yes.
And you were having trouble getting into your door code on December 11th.
Yes.
And had you been having trouble getting into your door code since you got back on the evening of the 9th and 10th?
When I walked in on the night, it pushed right open.
Okay. All right. So it changed in somewhere around there.
When the morning, maybe when I walked out the door, that morning I made breakfast. If I'm not mistaken, that's the morning that,
Yeah, ma'am, I'm just going to stop you because
Okay.
it's not responsive.
all right.
All right. So on December 11th at 7:44, you asked Sunny, did you change my door code? And she says, no, I don't know the code. Right?
She didn't have access to change code.
Okay. And she says, Rich? Question mark. Who's Rich?
Rich was like somebody to help around the house.
He was like a maintenance guy.
I call him that.
Someone to help around the house.
He did a lot of stuff for Mr. Diggs.
Okay.
was
And
a
he was at the
maintenance
house a
person.
lot, right?
If we need anything else, we would call Rich.
Okay. And you say to Sonny, I asked, he hasn't answered yet. And then you say they changed it, right?
Yes.
Sonny asks, who changed it?
Your Honor, maybe we can see inside. Go ahead.
Oh, Bob's. Oh, did you find it?
He said they. So,
What else did you say to Sonny?
Of course I found it.
Hey.
Hey, oh,
Hey,
yeah.
oh.
Oh. Yeah.
he said, hey, so Steph and his name was White Bitch.
I don't even think Scarlett
He-
looked
I
to be
said-
perfectly
He
honest.
said they. So Steph and the White Bitch.
I made a mistake of checking in the drawers first instead of the little hanging thing with all our sports shit, which is where I found it after I checked all the drawers. I did find one of my Black Keys t-shirts, a Mr. Please t-shirt in her drawers.
You find my tank tops? Like
Oh,
my
no. Oh, no.
no nth power,
Oh, no.
no
Oh,
house plant.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah, I
No.
looked. I didn't see them in
No deal. No deal.
He said they. So
What else did you say to Sonny?
he said, hey, so Steph and his name was White Bitch.
I'm sorry?
What? I said, he said they. So Steph and the White Bitch.
When you said, he said they, the he in that sentence was Steph, right?
Yes. No. Yeah. Yes.
And the they, who is that?
Them two together.
So your testimony is, so the white bitch, is that Lindsay?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
there. Oof.
So was
Not a
that
good
the
look.
kind of thing you said to your coworker?
Yes, because she called me a bitch first.
I see. See, we're kind of friendly with Sonny.
Yes.
You shared stuff with her.
Sonny disliked her too.
Okay. She shared
They
that.
had their own thing before I came.
And then if I could ask you to turn to tab D in your binder, which is Exhibit 4. And I'm sorry to do this, but if you could look, the numbers at the bottom right, the number that begins, that ends 178. You there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so that text exchange with Sunny, that was at 7:44 a.m. on December 11th.
Yes.
All right. And
Look
if
at
you
your
look at
text.
these messages on page 178 of Exhibit 4, this blue message at the top is something that you sent on December 11th, 7:52 a.m. Do you see that?
Yes.
And you sent it to Steph.
Yes.
What did you say to Steph?
Did Lindsay change my door code? And why can't I get into my room?
Okay. And then you and Steph kind of have a back and forth about the codes and why can't you get in, right?
Yes.
All right.
I remember that. That's not listed here though.
And meanwhile, you're also having a text exchange with Sunny about Steph and the white bitch, right?
Yes.
Objection, Your Honor.
Pause it, babe.
What?
Let's update the people.
On what?
Did you see what Tracy just sent?
Yeah. So apparently Mike Ruiz tweeted 9 minutes ago that Tucson authorities on scene near where a live streamer reported finding bones about 15 minutes east of Nancy Guthrie's home. They have not yet been identified. I'm told that protocol would be for responding officers to take a photo to a forensic anthropologist at the county medical examiner's office who can make a preliminary determination on whether they belonged to a human. So I've just arrived. We'll update soon. So there you
Oh,
go.
wow.
Wow. Wow.
That's horrible, but it kind of seemed like the only, like the only outcome at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that
I wonder who the live streamer is.
I don't know.
I'll have to start a poll.
I don't
Has
know.
what's his name been out there? That one guy, JLR or whatever.
No, I don't know. He never solves anything though. So he just he investigates things, but doesn't really solve shit.
All right. Well,
At least that I've ever seen. So-
Michael Ruiz has showed them, has video.
All
of
I
him.
know is if I'm a live streamer based on just kind of how shit operates in this world, I don't know if I'd want to be the one to find the bones. It's kind of like calling in and saying, yeah, I was out on the bridge that day. It's only, I mean, if you find the bones, isn't it more likely than not you're going to be asked some questions?
You're going to be asked some questions.
I think you're going to be asked some questions. I'm not saying shit other than whoever finds the bones, I think is going to be asked some questions, because if it's in a random spot.
He's got a picture of it. It's pretty open.
Were they
the tapes going up?
Were they like visible, or did it look like somebody had done some digging? Because if they're visible, that
doesn't look like anybody did some digging.
So if they're clearly in plain view, I think that's, I mean, it's shocking that nobody has run into them in all this time, the months that's gone by, unless they just got placed out there. Huh. Interesting. We'll have to follow that. We will have to follow that and see what's up. Yeah,
Trace,
I don't know.
Keep us updated. We'll keep an eye out.
Keep us updated, Trace. Try to figure out who the live streamer is.
I mean,
this is being very generic in terms of giving credit to the bone finder. So, oh yeah, what's up? Come on, y'all, do better on the likes. And look, we came in 40 away from 68,000. We've got, I don't know, how 1,300 watching. There has to be 60 people.
Hey, there's 600 on X. Hey, you Xers out there, hop on over to YouTube real quick. The tubes. And just hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, Allie has flip-flopped on whether or not we should be streaming to
I'm saying no.
At the same time.
No, because they never come to YouTube.
I know, it's weird. It's like we can't see your comments on TikTok or on Twitter or X, whatever it's called.
You're silent in the background. We need
you're just out there floating in the ethers. But like, to me, it's crazy that we haven't gotten 60 new subs with 1,300 plus in chat. It's weird.
Well, because all these 1,300 are already subs, or they couldn't chat.
No chance.
They can't chat unless they're.
No way.
Right. Well, we'll see. Can we get 40 of y'all?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Well, I think it's like 14 now. Like,
Oh,
I think it's like it started at 40 and now we have 14 remaining.
Oh, we only need 14 people?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, come on, X. Come on over. The water's fine.
The water is fine.
And Steph have some back and forth. Thank you, Anna. So you and Steph have some back and forth that same morning, December 11th, right? In text message. And he explains to you, if you can turn the page to 2 pages in, page 20.
Not 68.
He explains.
See, because here's one thing. I saw some comments, and we've talked about this, that it's shocking that this made it this far. But here's the thing with domestic violence cases. The state, especially with domestic violence, can move forward on their own accord. Like, so, because what you see a lot of times is you'll see an original complaint, usually from a call that takes place the night of or the day of the incident. Somebody calls and then the cops come out, and inevitably somebody's getting arrested. One of the two people is getting arrested. Like, if the cops have spent their time to bring their ass over to your house, somebody's going to jail. Somebody's getting charged with that.
At least getting removed from the house.
At the very least.
Yeah.
I'd say 90% of the time somebody's getting charged. But unlike other cases where if a complaining witness is like, you know what, like where it's not a domestic violence, and the complaining witness is like, you know what, I don't really want to proceed. I don't want to press charges. The state will often say, all right, yeah, fine. We're not going to move forward with the case. With domestic violence, because of this thing that happens so much where you've got either spouses or people in a relationship, and then calmer heads, cooler heads prevail. Days pass, the person starts to regret it, they've made up, it wasn't a super violent fucking interaction. They're like,
Well,
oh my.
or it's someone who's been battered all their lives, got the strength up to call the cops, and now is afraid, wants to go back, and is gonna lie. I mean, that happens as well. But go on.
Totally,
Right.
totally. So I mean, what that did is it made it a situation wherein the state can say, you know what, we hear you. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors in that relationship with yours. We're going to assume what Allie's saying, that this guy's super abusive and this guy has browbeat you into going into the police station or calling in and saying, I want to drop the charges. So we're just going to assume that as a default. So we're going to proceed. So in this particular case, you've got the problems with the case itself, which is where I'm at. You know, like I'm not surprised that two things happen. One, I think she wanted to proceed, or if she didn't, she wanted to get the police report in order to later on sue. Okay, which I'm sure is happening. And then, you know, the state Commonwealth's like, all right, you know what? We're going to move on these charges. It's Stefon Diggs. It's a high publicity case. Let's make an example of him. We're going to take this thing to the mat. But then when you start looking at the evidence or lack thereof, I just don't know how you take this case all the way to the mat. It's a crazy bad case. It's a crazy bad case, but it's indicative of cases that make it to trial that should never make it to trial. You need a case this bad.
Holy smokes, this guy's got pictures of the bones.
Who?
Sorry. He thinks it's too old. So the Ricky guy posted the actual bones, but it's this. Oops, I missed it. I got, refreshed. But it's a YouTuber. No, but this is on X. He's not this is on X. Okay.
So AJW News.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours ago he found these.
Wow.
But the picture, I mean, I don't want to put his shit up unless he has said
No, we don't need to do it.
No, but there's a picture Ricky put up. Should I share this picture real quick?
I mean, it looks like a leg bone.
Right. He says it looks too old to be Nancy's, but I don't know. I don't know how long it takes an animal to like clear something off like that. But
to like predate, like to predate it, just eat it off, eat all the meat off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to be shocked if that's not Nancy.
Right. Me neither.
Is that the only bone?
I mean, that's what he took a picture of. I don't know.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I want to find Nancy, but I mean, there's so many missing people. Like, where's all the effort to find all the other missing people?
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. There's a lot.
The guy's handle is at it's what I had just put up, whatever somebody had just said. I'll just read it, but it was up there. Somebody just sent it. Well, that's the name, but not the handle. Somebody put up the handle.
Yeah, it's
anyway.
AJWYSOPAL, all one word, at for Twitters.
Right.
If you wanted to check out this bone.
WYSOPAL.
Yeah. All right, let's keep rolling here.
Okay.
To you. I didn't know if you explains to you if you can turn the page to 2 pages in, to page 180. He explains to you. I didn't know if he was going to come back or not, so I had him changed. Right?
If I know why he had the door lock changed.
Is that what he wrote to you on December 11th in the morning?
Yes.
Okay. And what did you respond? It's right there on the same page in the blue bubble.
Lord.
And if you can turn the page, Steph wrote, shit you was saying, it was like it was over with. I was like, well. You understood he was talking about the text fight you had on December 2nd, right?
No.
Yeah. What did you respond to
I
Steph?
said no.
I'm sorry?
I said no. I didn't say yeah.
You didn't understand that he was talking about the last time that you saw each other on December 2nd, which is the day you got in a text fight about Lindsay and you not going to Miami?
Me and Stefon had arguments all the time. Like, not all the time, often, and it would just fly over. But it didn't turn into a fight like it did. I needed to come back to get my things.
Let's see what did you respond to Stefon on December 11th? And this is now 9 days after you were assaulted, supposedly.
I was assaulted. It wasn't supposedly.
What did you respond to Steph?
Was very emo. Sorry I made you feel that way. I don't want to leave. I want to stay to take care of you as long as I need you.
And you sent him a second message.
Really sorry, Steph.
You were angry with him on December 2nd. You already testified to that.
Needed to be nice to Stefon in order to get my pay to leave.
I'm sorry. You were texting?
I needed to be nice to Stefon in order to get my pay to leave.
Let's talk about your pay.
Yes.
You admit that you were apologizing to him about December 2nd, your behavior, don't you?
I was being nice to Stefon to get back in his good graces to get paid.
You were apologizing for your
Not
behavior.
by choice.
You were apologizing to Stefon Diggs by text on December 11th for your behavior on December 2nd.
Not by choice.
Is that a yes?
That's a not by choice.
It's a yes or no question, ma'am.
I don't know what that would be a yes or no question.
It's a yes or no question.
If the witness is saying she can't answer that yes or no, she didn't have to answer.
Okay.
I mean, frankly, that's not crazy. You know, if somebody's trying to get paid and, you know, we all know you're going to get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. I could see her firing off something like where she's taking responsibility for the shit. Like I was acting emo, kind of putting it on herself in the hopes that he's gonna be like, all right, you know, I'll pay her ass. You know what I mean? I don't think that that's crazy. I honestly don't. Like I could see that being a move.
No, you got to kiss ass a little bit, get paid.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm saying. So like this part of it, I don't think is smoking gun shit. Like I think her bigger problem is that her story as to what happened doesn't make any sense.
No.
That's the part where it falls apart. And kind of like you were saying with the dance thing, like on the 6th, you know, I mean, it's not a great look, but you know, clearly she wasn't really injured.
Right. I mean, it's 4 days later, but still, I do think that the attorney walked out of the room.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
out.
Especially if she's like, yeah, like my back, like I can't bend my back.
Right.
You know, it's like that's where the
or move their shoulders. I mean,
the investigators for the workers' comp for the insurance, they send their investigators out and they're creeping all over workers' comp claims, waiting for the guy with the back problem to be.
I never knew you could have a workers' comp claim for an intentional assault by your boss, but that's why I'm not a workers' comp lawyer.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing.
I'm Googling it.
Yeah, Google it.
All right, so your claim, I guess, is that Steph owed you money.
It's not a guess. Stefon did back wages.
You
Wages
paid-
owed. It was wages. I think you should use the correct language.
The correct language
It's
for your
wages.
civil lawsuit?
I don't have a civil lawsuit.
You were paid $2,000 per week to cook for him, right?
Yes.
And if you used your own money to buy groceries, you were reimbursed for that.
Yes.
And when you were hired to work as Steph's chef, you didn't have to fill out a job application, right?
As stated previously, me and Stefon had an interpersonal relationship that was professional.
So is that a no?
We were
I did not-
sleeping
I don't know how to
together.
answer that question. Yes
Did
or
you fill
no.
out a job
Comp-
application?
I don't know how to answer that question. Yes or no.
Yeah, did you fill out a job application?
No.
Yes or
No.
Next question.
You didn't have any employment contract or anything?
Yes, we did.
Did you sign a written employment
We
contract?
had a verbal text contract.
Okay. You didn't have to interview with anyone to get the job, right?
He knew my skills.
You knew those
So
skills,
on
all
December
right.
1st, this is the day before you say you were assaulted, you submitted an invoice to be paid, didn't you?
Yes,
And can you explain to the jury, so weren't just automatically paid?
I was supposed to be. They sent maybe 2 automatic payments, and then the rest was I would have to go through Sunny.
Right. You'd have to confirm with Sunny you worked that week, right?
I would have to not that confirm. I lived there, so it was never a confirmation.
She was there a lot too, right?
No,
Okay. So you did have to confirm with Sunny if you worked there or not.
not that I worked. I had to confirm with Sunny my reimbursement. I lived there.
And on December 1st, what you did was you took an invoice for money you claimed you were owed, right?
It's not a claim. It's money that I was owed.
You submitted an invoice on December 1st for payment, right?
I don't recall. I don't know the exact date.
Have you seen this document before?
Yes,
It's an email dated December 4th, 2025 from Melissa
I
Goddard.
saw that in a text screenshot. That email that Melissa has of mine was not working at the time. This was a screenshot that Stefon sent me. I never received this email.
Move the
Okay. This is an email
Captions.
from Melissa Goddard.
I never received it to my email.
Oh yeah.
Did you see the text of this message before?
I've seen a screenshot similar. I can't recall
You know
the
you
exact
have.
message.
Would you like me to give you a document to
Sure.
refresh you?
Yes.
Thanks, Vic. I mean, the whole I'm gonna like ruin you, I'm gonna destroy you, bitch. I'm gonna show you
Sorry,
what.
Your Honor. I am. If you want to give the jury a break, it's just gonna take me a couple of minutes.
Why don't we just take a 5-minute stretch break?
Thank you, Your Honor. It's done this time.
Oh no, Jay. Oh no.
All right,
Woody.
step down.
No one comes close to Woody.
Only clock. What? Somebody was discussing Woody?
This woman is giving a Woody
Oh no. Oh
a
no.
run for his
No,
life.
no.
Oh no, no, no.
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 Woody was on the stand for a fucking month. And he was a legend. He's my favorite witness of all
Legendary.
time.
Ever.
He's amazing.
I don't care what anybody does, they're not coming close.
No one's ever coming close to Woody. Never. It's
But
just
we see where you're going with it. We appreciate the comment.
yeah. I mean, she's definitely an entertaining witness. There's no
Yeah.
question about that.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Yes.
We were just looking
Look,
at,
he's giving his
email,
eyes
and
to the
you didn't
camera. He's
remember- you said you hadn't received it in that form. If you can turn the
All
page.
you women out
Did you
there.
see the invoice?
He was looking at his lawyer.
Yes.
I don't
And that
know.
was your invoice, right?
Yes.
And you said on that invoice dated December 1st, right?
Yes.
That you were owed payment of $2,000 for three weeks in November, right?
Yes.
And you were owed grocery reimbursement for $3,179.06, right?
Yes.
And that was what you submitted to get payment.
Yes.
And you said you didn't receive this email, but you remember getting it by text message, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Whoa.
And so you have read and you remember seeing the substance of this email, true?
Yes.
Okay. And this is a response to your invoice, right?
Sick.
I don't recall because Stefon was refusing to pay me for the week he sent me home.
Well, Melissa Goddard writes on December 4th. I appreciate you may not have received this on December 4th, but she writes, "Thank you for providing an invoice. I've attached a readable PDF." Okay.
Bloop, bloop. Bloop.
Yes, ma'am. Oh.
And it turned out, Ms. Adams, you had gotten paid for 2 of the 3 weeks that you said you hadn't gotten paid for, right?
This is missing a whole lot of stuff.
The yes or no question.
I can't answer your question correctly without the proper evidence.
Mm.
Oh.
Mm.
Your Honor, may I approach?
You may.
Show her. You'd been paid. Okay.
Do you recognize this document as text exchanges between you and Sunny?
Yes.
Dated December 9, 2025.
Yes.
And you're the person in the bubbles on the left.
Yes.
And you write to Sunny, hey, so I looked over my transfers, payment history, and they sent payments 11/7 and 11/21 totaling $4,000. See that?
Yes.
So you knew that you had actually been paid for 2 of those 3 weeks that you tried to get paid for again, right?
What's your name? I never got your name.
Did you know?
I don't know. I was trying to address you by your name because I'm not this. I don't know. I can't answer that question correctly.
You knew on December 9th that you had been paid for 2 of the 3 weeks you said you hadn't been paid for, didn't you?
I don't understand the question.
You just acknowledged you wrote it to Sunny.
I was supposed to be paid for the week I was sent home. So
Okay.
I sent the incorrect amount because I didn't know he wasn't paying me for that week.
Right. So you sought $6,000 instead of $2,000.
That's my calculations was
Right. And so that last week, that was a week you didn't work, right?
because I was sent home.
Right. So you weren't in the kitchen cooking.
Mrs. Diggs sent me home because he had girls at
Ma'am,
house.
Whatever you're going to
I
add
should
is
be
not
paid.
responsive, Your Honor.
Yes. I'm still understand the question you're being asked.
I don't
Answer
understand.
her question. Answer her question, all right? If it's confusing to you, she will restate it. Counsel, would you restate your question?
Yes.
Oof.
So you weren't in the kitchen cooking that week, right?
No.
Okay. If you can turn back to tab D, the page that ends 171, this is exhibit 4, it has been marked.
She's looking at the state like, what the fuck, man?
Right.
Like, where you at, foo?
I mean, she's trying to say he sent me home because he had girls in the house
Right,
and he
was
wanted some
trying to get
privacy.
laid. He didn't want her ass in there.
I'm still
and-
supposed to get paid when he, has me not work.
Right. I mean, like, is that his habit? I mean, because the problem, it sounds like, is that they didn't go through the normal channels in
Right.
terms of her being an employee, even though, the office, the finance office who was handling all his shit was paying the checks. It doesn't sound like she went through the normal course of getting hired, like filling
Right.
out an application.
But I'm just gonna say, if you're in-house live-in cook, and it's not like a scheduled vacation, and you just say leave, I'm damn well gonna expect to get fucking paid. Like you can't just like kick me out of the house and then not pay me for that week and expect me to come back afterwards.
Well, I mean, do you consider that a vacation week?
Well, that's what
Where
I'm
you get
saying.
paid
Unless it's like
vacation?
a scheduled vacation where, or if it's what they usually did, that he just said, all right, you're out this week and I'm not
Well,
paying you.
I
I'm just
mean,
thinking this woman seems extremely broke. Like she doesn't have a dollar of
she's
her
making
own.
fucking $8,000 a month and doesn't have to pay rent. Like, where's she spending all her cash? Can't afford an Uber?
I mean,
Come on.
no, she can't afford
Come
a fucking can of soda at the corner.
It's
Sure.
like Justin Alien can fucking afford to put some gas in his car to come pick his kid up. Same shit.
That was
Fucking
just
dude.
a lie. What he was
Oh
saying.
yeah. Oh yeah. But this is a truth.
Well,
Like,
I think she really was broke.
I
I
don't
don't
have
know.
a pot to piss in, yo. I don't have a pot to piss in. I mean, look, the reality is if he doesn't pay her on weeks that she doesn't work because she's on vacation, if that's not what he normally does, I don't know why she'd have that expectation. And then it
Agreed.
falls back on the earlier texts where he's like, whatever he said, I'm going to let her be, or whatever he says, and thank you for cooking for me for this season. I mean, there's some finality to that. And I think that text, like, I don't know the timing of it though. Like, I don't know if that came after this. Like, these are earlier texts where she's trying to get paid leading up to the event. Yeah or no?
No, I didn't hear any leading up to, but now maybe I missed something right there.
Okay.
Seemed like everything happened after.
Admitted into evidence. Let me know when you get there.
Maybe.
You there?
Mhm.
So these are both, on this page, these are both blue bubbles. So this is your text messages, right?
Yes.
All right. And on December 9th, 2025 at 2:27, you text Steph Diggs, right?
Yes.
And what do you say to Steph Diggs on December 9th? Do you need help finding it?
What's the last?
171. I can help you find it.
said, can she call?
I'm sorry, the second text message.
Read the second text message
Yes, please.
without reading the
You
messages
can read
before.
the first and we can talk about who you're asking about. That's fine.
I was told to contact Melissa about my pay.
Okay.
So I responded, can she call me or can I call her?
And Melissa, just to the record's clear, is Melissa Goddard, right?
Yes,
She's Steph Diggs' bookkeeper.
that's what I was told.
She's the person who wrote that email on December 4th informing you that you had been already paid for 2 of the 3 weeks you were looking for, right?
I didn't receive that email.
Understood. So you were asking if she could call you or you could call her, right?
I was told to
You were
reach out
told
to
you
her.
could talk to her, right?
Yes,
And you never called her, did you?
yes, I did.
What did you say in the second?
I asked him for the number.
I'm sorry. And
I
what did,
asked him for Miss Melissa Goddard's number.
the number is right on the email that you got in text form.
But that was later time.
This was December 4th. The email is from December 4th. The text message you're about to read is 5 days later, December 9th.
What I'm trying to say to you is that text message was sent at a later date to me.
On December 9th, you acknowledged to Sunny that you knew you had been overpaid. I'm sorry.
Overpaid?
I'm sorry.
Underpaid.
You knew that 4 of the $6,000 you were seeking, you had already received. And the last week that you hadn't been paid for was the week you weren't there.
They don't. Like, that's why they're going to reach out to a forensic anthropologist to find out whether or not they're animal bones. I mean, to me, that looks like a leg bone, but that kind of top knob part looks huge to me. Like maybe a deer. I don't know. Like, the forensic anthropologist will know immediately if it's human or not. So yeah, they don't know that if they're human.
Now, if you can read this text message that you sent to Steph Diggs on that same day, December 9th.
Hi, so I looked over the payments. Are you not paying me for the week you told me to go home? If not, that's fine. And just for my past employers, when I'm asked not to work, I'm still paid because I'm only with them for the season. It was supposed to say them. It said the season.
So that takes care of all of the weeks that you said you weren't paid for on December 1st, right?
The weeks that I sent to him calculated was adding in that week.
Right. 2 weeks you had already been paid for. 1 week you didn't work, and you told Steph on December 9th, if you don't want to pay that, that's fine. Right?
Yes.
All right. You also sought $3,179.06 in reimbursement for money you claimed you spent on groceries.
Yes.
That was on December 1st.
That's the day I sent the email.
Okay.
The text to Sunny.
And
Please turn off all phones.
Oh boy. Oh yeah.
and you knew that you needed to submit receipts to justify that level of expense on groceries.
That's what I did. Yes.
Is your testimony here under oath that you submitted receipts justifying $3,179.06 spent on groceries out of your money?
It was messed up. Was off. Something was off. Some receipts were the wrong receipt, and we cleared it up.
So something was messed up about that.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You talked about an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. Melissa asked you to return an NDA, right?
No.
I'm sorry?
No. Sunny asked me.
You received an email from Melissa Goddard on December 13th, right?
Melissa and Sunny, I was having problems with the email, the same email.
Yes or no question, yeah.
I can't answer that correctly.
May I approach Hannah?
All right, so Tracy sent another update from Michael Ruiz as to the Guthrie case, and according to law enforcement source, the remains are considered, quote, prehistorical and not connected to the Nancy Guthrie investigation. They will be collected by researchers for additional analysis. Tucson police also put on a statement, and it says the bone found near Craycroft and River was determined to be human. This will be a prehistoric anthropological investigation. The University of Arizona's Anthropology Department and the Pima County Office of the Medical Examiner assisted. This is not a criminal investigation. So there you go.
Do you recognize that as an email you received from Melissa Goddard on December 13th?
Yes.
And the subject line is NDA payment?
Yes.
She tells you she's Melissa, Mr. Diggs' bookkeeper, right?
Yes.
So you hadn't talked to her before December 13th because she's introducing herself right now.
Yes.
Okay. She says, please return the completed NDA provided to you by Sunny to this email address, right?
Yes.
This is required for employment with Mr. Diggs or any of his entities, right?
Yes.
Sunny has an NDA, doesn't she?
I'm not sure.
You don't know?
I don't talk to Sunny about her business with Mr. Diggs.
You had some text messages with Mr. Diggs on December 13th, right after you got that email, didn't you?
I don't recall the date. I would like to see.
Let's go back to Exhibit 4. It's tab D, page 195. Let me know if you're there, please. See there?
Mm-hmm.
And again, this big blue text bubble right here at the top, that's from you, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you write to Steph on December 13, 2025, you sitting here playing in my face. It's 700 some comments and none saying you effing Lindsay. Not a one. So if I told someone that, why it's not in a blog? You're still talking about that blog, that anonymous blog that caused you to get mad at Steph on December 2nd, right? When he chose to believe Lindsay over you. I'll clarify. Thank you, Mr. Virtue. On December 13th, you're still mad about the issue that led to Steph believing Lindsay over you.
From my recollection, he didn't.
I'm sorry. On December 13th.
I can't answer that question correctly without the previous text from Mr. Diggs.
You write, not a one. So if I told someone that, why it's not in a blog? You believe it and now sign an NDA. Send me my money. You sitting here playing in my face. Isn't that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. You were mad about the NDA because you thought you had to sign it because Steph believed you leaked something, right?
Yes.
Didn't have anything to do with an assault.
What did you say?
You thought the fact that you were being asked to sign an NDA was an indication that Stefon still didn't trust you, right?
No.
But you're talking about Lindsay and a blog to him the same day you get an email from Melissa asking you to sign an NDA, right?
Stefon knew that. I know.
Yes
so
or no
I
question.
can't answer that question without explaining.
If I told someone that why it's not in a blog, you believe it and now sign an NDA. Those are your words, right?
It was now signing NDA after you assault me. I had information on you.
You didn't
and you
say
think I was leaving.
Ma'am, it's not responsive. You didn't say anything about an assault when you talked about an NDA, did you?
It does not change the fact that I was assaulted.
You talked about Lindsay in a blog and he
It
believed
does not
Lindsay.
change the fact I was assaulted.
The first time you connected an NDA with an assault was when you went in to talk to Officer Ellis on December 16th to make a police report, right?
Yes, because I noticed the behavior.
And that was the same officer that you didn't need to be honest with about some of the details about your relationship with Steph, what happened on December 2nd, when you left your position, why you went back to his house on December 9th. True?
I don't understand the question. Can you repeat it?
All of those things that you said to Officer Ellis on December 16th were not true. You had a fight with Stefon Diggs on December 2nd over text about Lindsay and a blog and him believing Lindsay. Not about money, right?
It was about money. The last text that I sent to Mr. Diggs was about money.
It's a bit of a compound question.
Yes.
It's true, Your Honor. I will. Let's turn back to the text messages between you and Steph after you sent that text message to him on the 13th, connecting the NDA with Steph's believing Lindsay.
I mean, that right there does that for me.
I didn't say believe in Lindsay.
Like if it wasn't already done.
You and Stefon got in
Yeah.
another text argument about that issue, right?
Come on now.
And if you could turn to
Pause
page
it.
201.
Just pause it. I'm sorry. Does anyone out there, and I promise no one in the chat is going to berate or say anything bad about you if you believe this or could believe it, but she's asked to sign an NDA and her words are not, you fucking hit me and now you want me to sign an NDA. Like, is this some bullshit? Instead, she's asked to sign an NDA and the first word she says is, what? You still don't trust me? You still think you're still picking? What exactly did she say? Because I missed a little piece of that.
I mean, she said all kinds of shit.
Yeah, but it was all about the believing Lindsay and the.
Well, I think that what the defense attorney is trying to get to is that she's not even really talking about the money. What she's really talking about is that she's still pissed that Steph took Lindsay's word over hers relating to that blog about who said what about who he's banging.
And still thinks that, I'm talking out of school, not that I'm going to say something about him abusing me.
Right. I mean, I think that's the defense attorney's point, that this, like,
what's a point? Well,
there doesn't seem to be any discussion at all. Like, this is the part that's the most damning in terms of her story.
Agreed.
That I haven't heard one text message about you put hands on me.
Mm-hmm.
No one ever puts hands on me. You don't put hands on me and get away with this shit. All that other bullshit aside, you put hands on me. And she, like, I haven't heard one text about that.
Right.
At all. Like, and I find it hard to believe coming from this woman that she wouldn't be like, you choked me out, fool. What are we talking about here?
Right.
Or like, because there's really no way for her to be able to kind of walk that back if she puts it out there, if her end game is to stay on. And I hear what people are saying about if this happened, no rational person would be trying to stay on under his employ.
And maybe they would.
And maybe they would.
Maybe they would, but I still think that you would say something about, like, that's the part that I can't get over. And by the way, Tracy just sent a text. I think we got those people out there on X to come in for a visit, or the people that were already on YouTube, but we hit 67.
Oh, what? It's 68.
No, she said you were wrong. It was 67, not 68.
No, we were at 67,960.
Well, check it, because I'm going with Tracy until you tell me otherwise.
Okay, I'll check it.
Yes. Shani asks, who changed it?
You can pause it while you do that.
What?
Nobody needs to hear us playing in the background.
That's crazy. 67.
Oh, no.
Maybe.
We're going to need 1,000 people.
I thought we were up.
Clear Bob's mind right now. Just 1,000 of you. That's all.
Wow.
Just take 1,000 more.
It makes it so much worse. Yeah, we need 3,000 so we could just hit 70. I could have sworn.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you all.
Yes, thank you so much. All right, let's keep rolling. Yeah, I like her shit don't add up. Like that part where she never brings up the fact that he put hands on her is inexplicable.
Right, and
at that point in time, she clearly doesn't think that these messages are all going to be read at some point. That's kind of the point.
Right.
Like, she didn't even realize after she went to law enforcement
when she's
deleting all these some of them. Right. Well, at some point she realized it.
Well, she was deleting some. She didn't think she was going to get caught.
For sure.
Deleting them.
I mean, she must clearly not know how phone extractions work. It's not a true crime gal.
The green bubble is Stefon, right?
Yes.
And he writes to you on December 13th. Here you go. Don't worry about Melissa, and you don't got to worry about working moving forward. I never told nobody not to pay you. They said you owed money. You knew that, right?
No.
You knew that Melissa calculated the receipts that you submitted and determined that you had been overpaid. Didn't you?
No.
Okay. They said you owed money, says Steph to you on December 13th. Here go that bread you was supposedly owed, I guess. That's what he said to you, right?
Yes.
And he Apple paid you $2,000, didn't he?
Yes.
And then he left another $2,000 on the stair railing in his home for you.
And that was for the week that I was there.
That was for the week of December 9th when you worked, right? And he asked you 3 times in your text message, what else do I owe you? And you never gave him a number, did you?
I said they owe me grocery. I had given Sonny the grocery reimbursement, the person that was my contact for giving receipts to.
I thought you just testified there was a mix-up with the numbers.
Yes, but I had talked to her about that. We had came up with the exact numbers after she added up the receipts.
You understood that Steph fired you that day, right?
I was leaving.
Okay. But you waited until he told you you don't have to work here anymore, and he paid you $4,000.
I think a huge amount of Woody's testimony in court was an act. That was like,
Oh, sure. He's
I mean, like
he had a mission.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, but what it was is that was a guy that had been dealing with law enforcement for a long time. Like he knew what to say, you know, in terms of, you know, but like all the laying his head down and falling asleep, like there was tons of stuff, like the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, clearly a ton of it was acting.
He did not want to be testifying.
Not for a month and whatever it was. It was crazy.
Not for a minute.
Not for a minute. Not for a minute. But in terms of the stories he was telling, you know, I think there were grains of truth in a lot of them. Yeah. You know, but like his explanation about why he would be lying to the cops about certain things, I don't think he was lying about.
Right.
I think that was like that.
Why don't you get out of trouble?
Right.
Tell them whatever they want to hear. Leave me alone.
Like, these people are always up in my shit. Like they're trying to get me on shit. So I'm trying to make up whatever I can in terms of like ratting on YSL.
And it could have been true. Could have been true. Could have not been true. But in a court of law, it don't mean shit. You cannot take the word of a man who will, you know, say whatever the hell he needs to say. You can't decide, okay, this time it's true and the next time it's not.
Which is the entire point.
Exactly.
You know, like the dude's not credible.
Right.
Like, you can't have it both ways. You can't not believe that and then believe that, or not believe that, but believe that, or believe that and not believe that.
Right.
Like that was the whole thing. Both ways. It's, you know, the double-edged sword.
Or, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Came back for my money because I didn't have money. I was leaving.
Okay. But you waited until he told you you don't have to work here anymore, and he paid you $4,000.
I came back for my money because I didn't have money to leave.
So the record's clear. You came back on December 9th.
To get my money that I was owed.
You worked. And then on December 13th, Steph told you you didn't need to work there anymore. Right?
I'd already had in my mind that I was quitting. I just came back to get my money.
You were furious with Steph on December 13th, weren't you?
No.
No?
No.
Do you remember that Shy Charles was actually at Steph's house that day?
Yes.
And she was braiding his hair?
Yes.
And she was staying downstairs. She was going to stay overnight?
Yes.
And she finished braiding his hair around midnight?
Yes.
And then you came down from your room to talk to Shy?
Yes.
And you did that because she was your friend?
My coworker. We were cool.
And she's the person you spent that week in New York with, December 2nd, the day you were supposedly assaulted, until December 9th, when you came back to the Dedham house, right? And you sat with Shy and you talked to her until 3 a.m, didn't you?
Yes.
You told her you were finished with Steph Diggs, didn't you?
I told her in the middle of the week I was coming back to get my money, and I was trying not to be there when she came to braid his hair.
You made Shy a kind of confession in that conversation, didn't you?
A kind of confession?
Yeah. You told her Steph was going to pay.
No, I did not. I do not recall.
I'm going to remind you you're under oath, and I'll ask you that question again. Did you or did you not sit with Shy Charles on December 13th, a few hours after you were fired from your job, and tell Shy that Steph Diggs was going to pay?
No.
Did you tell Shy you were going to sue Stefon?
No.
So after you were fired on the 13th, you stayed in the house, I think you said 2 more days, right?
I wasn't fired.
After Steph Diggs told you you didn't need to work there anymore and paid you all the money
That day you went back.
that you claimed you were owed, you stayed in the house for 2 more days, right?
I had to get a plane ticket and I had to find somewhere to stay.
Okay. And then when you left his house, you went to the Dedham police station.
No,
You went to the Dedham police station on December 16th.
I left his house on the 15th.
You testified, and on your direct examination, you left on the 16th.
I left Stefon's house on the 15th. I went to the Dedham police station on the 16th.
Okay. And you told them he'd assaulted you 14 days before.
On December the 2nd.
And you had to pick a day that was long enough ago that it would explain why you didn't have any injuries, right?
Objection.
Sustained.
Mm.
Part of the lesson you were going to teach Steph was to make a false police report. Isn't that true?
Objection.
Sustained.
Well, I'll ask a different question. Your report that you made, it's missing a lot of detail. Would you agree?
Yes, I was afraid to tell the relationship between me and Stefon Diggs.
It's missing more than that,
No,
right?
it's not.
In your opinion, it is. Okay.
It's missing more of the text that was shared in the morning.
Okay.
It would have exposed a lot of things, and I still was trying to protect him and myself.
You actually recanted your own statements, didn't you?
No, I can't.
So you know the criminal complaint in this case issued on December 29th. Right? You know,
What? No, I don't know that.
well, you were the complainant in the case. Is it your testimony you weren't notified that this case was going to be brought forward to court?
I don't recall. I don't.
It was big news.
I don't. No one reached to me that I recollect.
You reached out to Steph's girlfriend at the time after this complaint was made public, right?
Because in the police report, I had not listened to the voice note. I just read the voice note. I was afraid she knew. I was afraid.
Ma'am, it's a yes or no question.
I can't answer that question.
After this complaint became public on December 29th, you reached out to Steph's girlfriend, didn't you?
I can't recall the date, but yes.
Yeah, go, Jen.
Counsel, actually, a quick second. All right, jurors, we are going to be recessing for the day. And I want to remind you not to discuss this case with anyone, including your fellow jurors, family members, or friends. And also, you're not to allow anyone to discuss this case with you or in your presence. I'm going to ask you not to stop in the public areas of the courthouse, or leave the courthouse directly, and then tomorrow morning return directly to the jury. All right? And again, you must not read, watch, or listen to any news accounts or media reports about this case, and you must not conduct an independent investigation of any kind, including on the internet or otherwise. So please keep an open mind. Do not form or express any opinions about this case until it's submitted to you for your deliberation. We will resume tomorrow and ask you to get the jury room by 8:45. All right? With all of that caution, have a nice night, and thank you for your attention.
All right, jurors can step down this way, please.
All right. So how much time's left, y'all? Like tomorrow in terms of like her testimony? Because I want to see if we can get it done tomorrow. So is there, would you say, a half an hour of, so about 30 minutes of her? All right, good, good. I can't do it today. We've got, Scout's got softball. I'm a coach. We got to be there at 4:45 my time. So unfortunately, because otherwise I would power through with her. So
Well, I'm just going to say this. I'm done like avoiding any news because I'm pretty convinced of the verdict in this case.
You think?
There's no doubt in my mind. So going with the whole, I guess, guilty. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Right. All right. So I think we'll start. I'll probably try to start it at noon tomorrow. And what do you guys think? There's like probably 3 hours of testimony. I know there's a cop, state arrests, or
I think we should start a little bit earlier because we
maybe
still
like 11.
We still have to drive to
Oh,
Iowa, do
yeah.
some shopping.
Well,
So,
I'm thinking we'll
unless we
do
go
the.
shopping beforehand.
That's what I think we'll do.
Okay, so
Do that.
and I'm on board with that. We got some I gotta come up there. You've got some comments to read. I'm coming
All
up
right, let me
for
go
the
through
singing.
these. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, let me go through the supers real quick. Lucy or Lusa, life was not the same without you two this week. Well, thank you. We missed you guys too. I was jonesing. I was jonesing to get back on. I really wanted to come on yesterday, and the day just got away from me. Plus, I wanted to kind of gather my bearings, try to figure out what we were going to do for the rest of the week. I wasn't sure if this was going to take a day or 2 days, depending on how long I'd be able to go. So, yeah, we're thrilled to be back. We missed you all too. So thank you for being a member for 6 months. We truly appreciate that. OG Orlando, sober hipster, member for 25 months. Welcome home. So glad to have you all back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So glad to be back. We love you, sober, so much. Jenny T04, member for 5 months. Couldn't wait for you two to talk about this. Yeah, I saw enough online that I knew that I wanted to cover it. And it sounds like we haven't even gotten to the good shit. I mean, this has been awesome watching her testify. It's painful. It's an example of, your star witness just getting on the stand and shit in the bed. It's hard to watch, and I put it on the Commonwealth. They should have known. They should have known that this is the way that this was going to turn out. So thank you so much, Jenny. We appreciate you. GA Cat Mom, member for 8 months. I've been looking forward to hearing Allie's take. Well, ask and ye shall receive. Thank you so much for being a member for 8 months, GA Cat Mom. We love you.
Yes.
Sarah, $5 dono. Excited to watch this. Watch you guys watch this shit show. Yeah, it's a good one, and I love that it's short. It's a fun one. Fun and sad. Like, not fun for Stefon Diggs.
No.
It's for sure. It's like, people are talking about it being hilarious. It's like, that's a thing where people that aren't lawyers and have never been involved in the system forget that these are real lives and real people.
I bet you it actually is helping his career, increasing his popularity.
I mean, he's a pro player. Like, he's pretty popular. I mean, I think he'll get signed. I know that there's already people out there wanting the Pats to re-sign him.
Wear a suit like that, and you're done.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm fairly certain he's going to get re-signed. I don't think he's done playing. That's for sure. Thank you so much, Sarah, for everything that you do. And then Sarah came back. No spoilies for Allie. You guys did great. Not spoiling.
You did.
She finally reached the conclusion that, well, at least she's
not a chance in hell.
It's no way. No way. Casey Chrissy became a new member. Family hug. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you. And then Casey Chrissy came back and gifted 5 DD podcast memberships. Thank you so much for that. We love when you guys out there help build the fam. And that is the best way to do it, gifting memberships. So thank you so much for that generosity. And then Sarah convinced the Norfolk County DA's office has a humiliation kink. Sure the hell seems that one. It's a pretty good one.
A good one.
Sure seems like it. Thank you, Sarah. We appreciate that. Julie Jensen, $10 down now. Your Honor, I need to go to the bathroom. If you're new to the channel, that's one of our clips. That's from Corey Richens. And our boy DB made that for me special at request. So thank you so much for that, Julie. JK Mom then came back and gifted 1 DD podcast membership. Thank you so much for that. And I'm sure the people who are the beneficiaries of your guys' generosity are also very thankful. Hopefully they thanked y'all in chat. Iceman Cometh, Ride or Die. Thank you so much, my brother. I felt with the pros opening, he didn't really believe or have faith in his own case. He was like, whatever. I'll just throw it out there. I'm just going to put that out there.
Concur.
Thanks, Iceman. Yeah, I definitely concur. Creed, maybe he did a backhand. Also, what chef serves hot dogs without ketchup and whoa. Spoiler number one, in Chicagoans do not put ketchup on a hot dog. Sacrilegious. Does not happen. No ketchup on hot dogs in Chicago. You will be escorted out of the city. That's facts. But caramelized onions, for sure. The DA's office, drier than the glizzy. Thanks, Creed. KP times. All right, here it is. All right, ready? Hold on. Starting to get a Jazz Fest cough. I did mute the cough. Okay. You think I did that hacky phlegm cough on the... All right, ready? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. KPT times. We love you.
Happy birthday.
Hey, and if it's your birthday, make sure you drop it in chat because we love to sing happy birthday to our people. Happy birthday. I hope you have a glorious day. Thanks for letting us know. And thank you for being a member for 17 months.
And we should
you.
all be part of the movement to change the birthday song in every household to the more uplifting Stevie Wonder
version. We're making a motion that the old slow death march birthday song be put to bed. It's like, I don't know what your family's like. It's always like happy birthday to it's the most depressing version. Like, and I'm always like, this is supposed to be an upbeat thing. Let's go. And no one does it. It's like, it's got to go away. It's got to go. It's Stevie Wonder's, his song wins. It should be the norm. I've put the motion out there and I'm putting it out there because that's the way it should be. And no one's ever changed my mind on it. Paula, thank you for gifting 1 DD podcast membership. We appreciate you so much. Creed came back. Bet you what happened is they hooked up in that room. She asked for cash. He chased her out. She went to the cops the day she got canned because she's big mad. I mean, kind of sounds like it. For sure. Whoa, she's backed up. Did you how did you get down there so fast? Was that like a Star Trek?
I mean, I took my time, actually.
Thanks, Creed. We appreciate you. Paul IMC, you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, and I mean, we're here for it.
She was right.
No doubt. Yeah, because that was at 2:00. The virtual juror, and thank you so much, Paula. $2. Info forced 8. Judge rebukes 1.
Right.
I think that was early too. I think we were probably up to about 6 judge rebukes at the time. But I saw big counts on Twitter, 18. I don't know when those come. Yeah, I don't know when those come, but that's a lot. But thank you so much. The lovely and talented Psychosaurus Rex wanted to say, I disagree often with Bob and Allie. About what? Tell us. I never get to see you disagreeing in chat, but this is the part that I love, but still always feel welcome and love it here. And shout out to Sharon TH for always being kind and joyful. She's a delight, isn't she? Especially when I'm feeling like a gloomy Gus. Thank you so much. We love that message. It's really kind of the point of our channel. I don't want everybody to agree with us. That would be insane.
Yeah.
No one should ever agree with anyone all the time, ever. So thank you so much, Psychosaurus. We love you over here. Iceman gifted 5 DD podcast memberships. Thank you so much, Iceman. We appreciate you. Sherry Rain gifted another 5 DD podcast memberships. Thank you so much, Sherry. We love you.
Yes.
And Schultz D gifted 10 DD podcast memberships. Thank you so much, Schultz.
She got coffee in there.
Yeah.
Thank God and I couldn't see it because of the play button.
Let's see. What did you say? Were you seeing
I
something
was trying to read her coffee cup.
Oh, yeah, I can't see it. It's way too small for me.
You gotta blow it up.
Oh, yeah.
But you still can't because the play button covers
the Roosevelt Media News gifted 1 DD podcast membership. Thank you so much, Roosevelt.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. And then Inquiring Minds, so happy you guys are doing this. It's great to watch the second time around with your commentaries. I totally agree. She said redness and bruising. I wonder if she still has a workers' comp lawyer. I don't know. I saw somebody in chat saying that wasn't even a workers' comp lawyer. So
He mentioned something about workers' comp.
She definitely did. She definitely did. But she's also saying there was no civil suit, and I keep hearing there's a civil suit. So I don't know.
They said a lot about a demand in the opening, so I'm expecting that to be coming soon.
Like, and she's getting up there just lying. I mean, she wouldn't have been in the room for openings.
Right. So we'll see.
But thank you so much. We appreciate you inquiring so very much. Roosevelt's back. She has a Superman neck like Kirk. Dun, 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 dun. And thank you so much, Roosevelt. Quantum, girly.
26 months.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. That's OG right there.
Yes.
Thanks for making me laugh. This is a wild one, which, by the way, one of our beautiful subs has sent the idea that we make actual OG necklaces and send them to our OGs. I think it's a great idea on a 3D printer.
I think it's a great printer, so like some plastic shit.
I mean, what do you think? We're going out and buying like real blang?
I don't know.
No, it'll be like gold, have the chain. Yeah, well, I mean, plastic gold.
We only have like that
gold colored plastic.
The first year.
I think it's a cool
version of a 3D printer here.
I think it's a pretty
that little one that we got Scarlett when they first came out with them.
I mean, it was still pretty cool. Like, frankly,
I know, but I don't think it's making.
That was like first gen.
That's what I'm saying. We'd have to invest.
I got the feeling that our sub was offering to make them.
Ooh.
And I'm imagining they have a much better 3D printer. Not Scarlett. I'm guessing. I could be wrong. I'll have to go back and reread the email. But I answered the email, so hit me back up. And then Quantum, and thank you so much, Roosevelt. And then thank you so much, Quantum. We appreciate you so much. And then Lena Loves Trials. Are we going to go over Aaron Spencer? Yes, 100 times yes. Welcome back. We missed you both. And I saw Psychosaurus asking in chat when we were going to be doing our 12-hour charity stream, our fundraiser for Aaron for the trial. I'm thinking, here's my issue. So Scarlett, our daughter, she has rec softball and travel softball, both. The weekends get swallowed up. I've been kind of adverse to doing a weekday, but I'm thinking I might have to do Friday leading into the weekend of that 16th, 17th, 18th. So I think that would be the 15th. I'm leaning towards starting it maybe at noon on Friday, maybe a little earlier, maybe 10 on Friday morning and going until Friday evening. We get a fair amount of people during the day. So I know there's
we got to line up some people though. You've been lining up?
I've been working on it. Yeah.
Oh,
I've been working on it. We'll have people. So I'm thinking about that. But before we get to that, we're definitely going to update on what went on in the last hearing for Aaron Spencer. That will be either tomorrow, maybe since we have Mother's Day on Sunday, I'm not going to do any live then because I happen to live with the greatest mom of all time. And that's Allie Girl. So we'll be giving her all the love and all the attention on Sunday. So I don't think, and Saturday's a full slate of games in Iowa. We will be 4 games going. So that's a full day. So it'll probably be Monday, to be honest with you. We'll do an Aaron live. And I'm trying to line up some very, very special guests with regard to Aaron Spencer. Very, very special guests. So I'm excited about that, and I'm hoping to get that done next week. They're going to be guests that will really blow your mind. So and are very important to me to get out there. So I'm excited about that. So keep your eyes open for that. And I'm still waiting to pin Sean Ellis down, but we're desperately trying to get Rosemary on with him. Sounds like she's down for it. So we're trying to get her, and she's got a very busy schedule. So but that's going to happen sooner rather than later. So we're really excited about that as well. So let me see. I think we saw in our daily Venmo Angel, who sent us a beautiful $25 Venmo like she does every time we're live. She's amazing. Thank you so much for
Thank
that,
you,
Kim.
Kim.
We adore you so very much. And I'll just check Cash App, see if we got anything there. Nada. And I'll just check PayPal just to make sure we didn't get anything over there. I usually get a notification, so I feel pretty secure that we didn't. And okay, good. All right, we got nothing there. All right, y'all.
Thanks
So
again, everybody, for subbing. All you that subbed.
Yes.
To get us
Thank
to
you
hit
for
that
pushing
mile
us
marker.
over 67, even though in my own mind it was 68. Wow, am I old? I'm so old. Let's see. Should I get a massive wheel to spin? So basically the way it's going to work, I mean, I'm going to have supers on if people feel like donating to us.
No, we're turning them off.
No, I'm going to keep them on.
We talked about it.
What? Well, I want primarily the money. I mean, 12 hours is a long time. I think there's
Okay,
you're right. I should probably just turn them off. All right. So all of that is going to go to the already existing fund that the Spencer family has established. We'll put up a QR code for that on the screen. We'll obviously be dropping it in chat. So all the money will go directly to them. I'm going to ask Heather Spencer to give me what the number is, because when we set our goal, I'm hoping that we will hit that goal, because Spencer families, you know, they're in need. And I think that I know how this community is out here, and I know that you guys are amazing, and I know that
he froze and muted.
Did I freeze and mute? I didn't touch shit.
For like
So
a hot second.
all right. So that's it. But yeah, we'll how much did you hear? Did you hear that we'll have their fund up and everything?
Yeah, we heard it was like literally no words were actually cut off.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, y'all. So keep your notifications checked, hit that bell so that you can be live with us tomorrow as we finish this trial up, because we look forward to having you and hanging with you over here on Defense Diaries. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Mods, we adore you. We love you. We thank you for all the things that you do to make our community just amazing. And to you guys who we love so very much, new and old, we adore you, because without you, I would just be an old man.
Sitting around talking to his wife.
Boop. I'm saying 11:30, Brooklyn. 11:30 is my proposed start time for tomorrow. 11. I think 11's right. 11 is right. We love you guys. Bye.